Hi, welcome to the All Signs There Are Feelings for You for August 2026. Oh wait, the first week of August. It doesn't matter, whenever you find this video. Hi, welcome, happy Leo season. I'm gonna start with Leo first since it's their birthday season, and then I'm gonna go from Aries through Pisces for the rest of you guys. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get nosy. Sorry I'm late. I feel like I say that every week. I was trying out a new recipe for my birds this morning. And yeah, I got a little bit in the zone. I was having fun. I love trying out new bird recipes. Okay. Happy birthday, Leo. Let's take a look at you for the next week ahead. If you're celebrating this week, happy birthday. Good morning, Sophia. Hi, the girl. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Carmelita. Hi, one of the moon children. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Don't block her. Hit the heart. I am so awful with technology. Every time I try to heart a comment, it tries to report the comment or block the person. All right, what do we have for Leo? The Wheel of Fortune just aggressively wanted to hop out, Leo. And this card has been hopping out a lot lately. The Wheel of Fortune usually shows up when it's time to just expect the unexpected. What you think is going to happen may be the opposite, but it's in your favor. It's in your favor. I got to make sure I make that perfectly clear. It's in your favor when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, but it does bring changes. All right, let's see. What do we have for Leo this week? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. All right, Leo, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you deep down this week? We have the 7 of Wands. That's Leo energy. Wow, okay. How are they viewing you this week, Leo? Justice, major for Libra. Okay, I hear you, Leo. I hear you. Their next actions towards you over the next 7 days or so from the time you watch this video. The World card. I got to cover up the ladies' nudie bits. YouTube will flag the video. I usually put stickers on these, but I just got these cards, so I haven't had time to put stickers on them. But it's the World card. Your feelings for this person this week, Leo. The 2 of Pentacles. And the overall energy for the relationship dynamic this week is the Hanged Man, major for Pisces. Influencing that is the Death card, Scorpio energy. And then I see the 7 of Swords. All right, so Leo, you've got some back and forth going on here. There's something that you're trying to figure out is the best approach for yourself this week. You're really making certain that you're putting yourself first and foremost, but you're trying to figure out what it means for this person. Whomever this person is, they just want peace and harmony with you. They just want peace and harmony with you, but they may feel like you might be acting a little bit different this week than from your usual self. So I will definitely do my best and see what's going on. So let's put those over here and let's clarify. Let's start with this person's feelings. They got the 7 of Wands. Typically the 7 of Wands has feelings for someone, tells me that someone feels like they have to defend themselves in regards to a situation that went down, so that way you guys can move forward civilly. It could also come in when someone feels like the person that they're dealing with is kind of keeping them at arm's distance. It is your minor arcana, Leo. The 7 of Wands is your minor arcana. It's your card. And we are in Leo season. Clarify this person's feelings. We got the King of Cups. They love you. Whoever they are, they love you. They feel a lot of emotional, like this emotional desire to want to nurture you. Someone feels like no matter how upset you get at them, they can't look at you in a negative light. They just still want to do for you. They still want to be there for you. They still want to comfort you, be supportive to you. So this could be someone that you're already in a long-term relationship with, Leo, or married for some of you. But it's like this person saying no matter how upset you might get at them, they just want to do for you. They just want to show up and love you. And right now, they're just wanting harmony with you, but may feel like they have to defend something. Could be a water sign. This is Scorpio energy coming through, but I also have Libra and Pisces. Two of Swords. They feel like you're being very guarded right now, or that you guys are at a stalemate right now, where you guys are just like ignoring some important things to talk about because of like there's still being some tension around the two of you. But I'm not getting that you're mad though. That's the thing. I wonder if this person's assuming that you're upset. So you know what? Let's just dive into your feelings a bit, because I do feel like you are juggling with something, but it may not be what this person's making it out to be. Let's take a look. But they do love you, whoever this person is. Why the Two of Pentacles? Just feels like I have a Leo that's trying to adapt to something. You're trying to adapt to some sort of unexpected change. Wait a minute, that Wheel of Fortune card came out during the pre-shuffle. I wonder if that was something that already took place. At first, I thought it was something that's about to take place. I could be mistaken though. Or some of you Leos already went through it. Maybe different decan of Leo season is being affected by the Wheel of Fortune at different phases. Clarify Leo's feelings towards this person. Hello. The Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Leo, some of you are feeling like this person betrayed your trust with other people. Now remember, these readings don't always have to pertain to romantic connections, okay? They can pertain to family members. They can pertain to our close friendships. They can whoever you have some sort of emotional connection to, where there's feelings involved, not some random lady at the produce department. You know, this reading can pull in that message, okay? So if you're not dating anyone, Leo, nobody in your romantic orbit, this could be someone else coming through that you're upset at. For some of you, this could be a family member or someone that was a close friend with that Three of Pentacles, someone that you met at work maybe or worked together with. You feel like someone betrayed your trust, and you're going back and forth on whether or not you want to work together with them anymore. Whoever they are, they do love you. They do love you. I'm getting strong fixed energy. So it could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Leo like yourself, or an Aquarius. But I also have Libra and Pisces here. Strong Scorpio. That could be also in your natal chart. You're wrestling with, do I adapt to this and just move forward and just figure out how to like proceed knowing what I know now? Or do I just say, no, this isn't gonna work for me to move forward with this person. I don't think I can look at this person the same way again. And you're being seen as the Justice card. Some of you could have heavy Libra placements. But being seen as the Justice card tells me that you're not someone to be played with. You're coming in wanting the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if someone lies to you, you're just going to go to Blocktown. You're going to go to Blocktown. You're like, I don't hear you. If you're not giving me the truth, I don't hear you. So Leo, right now you may feel like a connection between another person is under construction. But you're kind of thinking, do I just not reconstruct this? So now that I know that, let me go back to their feelings for you, okay? Because this person really cares about you, and I don't feel like this is someone that wants you upset at them anymore. All right, but I will definitely dive in a little bit deeper. For some of you, this could be someone that's been studying you and overthinking something, and it could have led to a careless action from them. I don't know how I feel about that though. Someone studying you? Studying your response to certain things, studying your personality, studying how you connect with people. Someone may have started to overthink that your loyalty to them was not strong because of how you can carry the same sort of rapport with other people. It's like this person is noticing that you're not someone that just gets along with them or has a good vibe with them, but you may have that with a lot of different people, and someone got triggered by that. Like imagine having a really close best friend and you're like, oh man, this person loves our friendship. And then you go watch them with someone else and you're like, they act the same way with those people as they do with me. Maybe I'm not their best friend. Like that. Or in a romantic sense, wow, Leo really is flirty with me. Leo is really like being romantic. I love this. And then you witness that person talking to someone else and you're like, they're doing the same flirty gestures that they did to me. Am I not romantically with them. It's something like that, Leo. Someone is overthinking their role in your life because they've witnessed it with other people. Instead of just thinking you're just a likable person, lovable. Someone's been watching you. Someone's been watching you and overthinking something. And they may have allowed self-doubt to limit them and restrict this connection. So you might be upset at the projection that you're experiencing. Give me another card on this person's feelings for Leo this week. Someone here likes to operate as if they've got emotional intelligence until it's time to use it. Like I'm hearing someone that calls themselves self-proclaimed emotionally intelligent until a situation needs them to show emotional control, emotional maturity, things like that. Only take if it resonates. King of Pentacles, this person feels like you're very established. You're very established, you're very grounded, you are very capable of taking care of a lot of responsibilities. You don't lean on people. And then I got the Strength card, Major, for Leo. This person may have had to lean on you. What I'm kind of getting, Leo, is someone's coming through feeling like they had to lean on you. And you leaned in with a lot of support back and provided them with a lot of stability, a lot of comfort, however way this meant to be, friendship, romantic, family, I don't know. But then they started to see you doing the same with other people and started to feel like it was less special. And they may have said something or reacted in a way that left you feeling like they tried to intentionally betray you because they felt like you were betraying them when you were just being yourself. I don't think this makes sense. It's going to make sense to the right person. I feel like this is going to be for like one person. The Strength card, that's you. So you're being yourself. You're not being something you're not supposed to be. So if you were acting a certain way and they caught onto that, you're just being yourself because that's your major arcana, Leo. So if someone's feeling some sort of way, but you're coming up as your true self, then they're just hating on your authenticity. You can't change or dim your light to make someone else feel comfortable. But someone feels like something that they felt was special for them, you're doing that with everyone else. So let's clarify the way this person views you. They view you as the Justice card. And as I'm about to say that, I open up the deck to the King of Wands, and I still had the Strength card on the bottom. That's strong Leo energy. That's your Court card. That's your Court card. They view you as someone that is not a follower. The King of Wands is not a follower. Might follow in ways where they're not familiar, like if a Leo shows up at the zoo and they don't know the map out of the zoo, they're going to follow the zookeeper. But in their own life, Leos don't follow other people. They lead. And someone sees you as leading, with authority on your own life. Like you have full control of your agency. You are in full control of your autonomy. You don't let other people control you or tell you how to act, how to behave, blah, 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 blah. And you're also someone that seeks out the truth, seeks out accountability. So Leo, I'm strongly getting that in order to move forward with someone would have to be accountable for their self and not make you feel like you have to apologize for being yourself. Clarify the Justice card for how this person is viewing Leo. 8 of Wands, they're viewing you as moving really quickly, and if they want to be a part of your life, they better catch up with you. Because the 8 of Wands moves fast. Whether you move on quickly in a romantic situation, whether you move on from a friendship situation or family, the 8 of Wands is telling me that they're viewing you as someone that moves really quickly. You don't stick around and just watch everything fall apart. You move on to the next opportunity to start building. Leos are naturally born with a lot of energy inside of them. I like to joke and say that you guys walk around with an internal iced coffee maker machine. You don't need coffee, but you like it. I feel like, Leo, I'm looking at that little surveillance camera. So this person may view you as someone who's acknowledging that you felt watched, like every little thing you did, you were being watched by someone. And I said earlier, someone's studying you. Someone's studying you. They're watching how you behave, how you act with different people, how do you respond to text messages, really watching you. Okay. And while they're watching you, they're seeing that you want people to be held accountable. Four of Pentacles on the bottom, you're protecting yourself around this time frame. You're being more guarded. You're being more, stay over there until I feel like it's safe to come towards me. You're not as open as the Sun would be. So the World card is this person's next actions. I'm not flicking you off. I'm just covering up some boobs. All right, YouTube will flag the video if it's got nudie. It's just cartoon nudie, I swear. Clarify the World card. The Chariot. And then I see the Devil right underneath that. That's Capricorn energy and Cancer. And that's 3 major arcana activity. The Chariot is all about wanting to overcome the odds, overcome obstacles and challenges. And the World card is wanting to learn a lesson, wanting to let that be a closed chapter that no one talks about again, but learns from it and starts over. So someone wants to start over with you, Leo. However, it's coming in with the Devil kind of attached to it, meaning someone may feel like they've learned a lesson and they want to move past that, but the Devil is still attached to them, meaning something in the future could happen that could suck you back into this whole toxic cycle all over again, that this is just one situation that will be dealt with, but then another one will crop up if someone doesn't deal with the Devil on their shoulder. Someone allows the Devil to influence them, whether to make decisions that sabotages their relationship with you, feeds into temptation, feeds into drama, feeds into other parties' influence, greed. So Leo, I feel like you're just trying to figure out around this time frame how to adapt, whether to adapt as someone going the opposite direction or to adapt to how this person operates. Like you're starting to study them now and be like, oh, I get it. Anything else for Leo? The Emperor, Aries energy, and then I got the Knight of Cups. So Leo, you've got romantic love around you, but you also have this energy about you that's requiring you to showcase a lot of structure and order in your life right now. Indicating that yes, there's love around you. Yes, be your loving self, but also make certain that you run a tight ship with that Emperor, that the wrong people don't get close, the right people get closer, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. I got the Queen of Swords right underneath that, showing me that you're operating from a more emotionally detached place when it's suitable, and you're coming in loving and devoted and playful when you've built some sort of trust with someone. So let's get the hidden message. So Leo, yeah, look at that, misunderstood. I just opened up to misunderstood, and I said that from the very beginning. Someone feels misunderstood, but what I'm getting off of you is you understand correctly. But someone may need to do some self-reflection and look in the mirror and see that their actions have consequences, and that their feeling misunderstood is actually correct observation on your hand. And I got toxic ties right underneath that. Toxic ties in reverse. This isn't a victim-villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the destruction. But it came in reverse, indicating that it's one side so far. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. I feel like something was said, but someone wants to defend what they meant by it. But it was still said. It was still said. So Leo, there could have been something that was verbally said that betrayed you. And someone feels misunderstood, but you can't, words are words, Now, someone could defend their intentions. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot, I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Aries, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. I already said Libra. Pisces, Scorpio again. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Back together. The honeymoon round 2 has begun, but the real tea is in how long it will last this time. Leo, some of you are taking someone back together. Some of you are accepting someone's apology or bringing someone back, whether you're accepting a friend back, a romantic lover back, a family member. Some of you might accept someone back into your life. However, I got rushing things, rushing through the romance. Hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Just don't rush into being vulnerable with them so soon, though. A lot of people, when they get back together with someone, whether a friendship, lover, or family situation, you get so caught up in the excitement of being connected again that, you know, you're back to being vulnerable and sharing things with that person that you may not want to share right away. Done settling. You're no longer lowering the bar to make love fit. If it's not meeting at your level, it's not meant for you. So some of you Leos, I feel like you're choosing a different approach. You're done settling for someone's behavior and projections, and for others, you're accepting someone back in. Someone's defending themselves enough to where you're like, okay, all right. Especially if it's like the first betrayal. For my Leos who have been betrayed by this person more than a couple of times, you're not taking them back. But if it's one time, I feel like you are giving a second chance. All right, so just enjoy your birthday season, Leo. Happy birthday. On to Aries. I don't like new chalk. I like chalk when it gets to the very middle part of chalk, but I don't like the beginning part of chalk because it squeaks too much. Tendency to break and doesn't write as nice. Anyways, inside thoughts coming out. Hi, welcome Aries. I only had like 2 sips out of that, so this is natural. All right, what do we have for Aries? What's going on with Aries this week and the person on their mind? Remember, Aries, this doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be a family member, a friend, lover. Whoever's on your mind, I'm going to pull a message. 2 more shuffles for Aries. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Aries. All right, Aries, your person's feelings for you right now. We have the Fool. That's your major arcana. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I love it when we show up as our own major arcana in someone's feelings. What's this person's view of you? The 4 of Swords. Their actions towards you this week. The 3 of Pentacles. Your feelings towards this person. The Knight of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, doesn't have to be. And the overall energy this week is the Page of Wands, Aries energy, influenced by the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. Dang. Some of you Aries, not too long ago, walked away from a very long-term relationship. Or you walked away from a career, you walked away from something that you put a lot of years into. Seeing the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles tells me you tried your best to continue wanting to be a part of something until you decided to turn your back and go towards new opportunities, which totally makes sense with what this person's telling me in regards to their feelings for you. You might be a new person to this person, and you may have mentioned to them, hey, I just left a job that I was at for 10 years, or hey, I just got out of a relationship from 10 years. It's like someone's aware that you're on a new path here, and they're really wanting to be a part of that new chapter. You got someone that's really interested in building something with you, but they're viewing you as still trying to figure yourself out with that 4 of Swords. And it matches with how you feel about them. You're feeling like they're approaching you very slowly and cautiously because they are aware that you've changed your life in a very significant way. I like it though. I'm not getting anything negative. I'm getting that you followed your heart in some regards, Aries, and you turned your back on something that you put years into. It's going to be different for many of you, whether walked away from a business, a relationship, or your hometown. So let's dive into this person's feelings for you. We got the Fool. Why the Fool for how this person feels towards Aries for the week ahead. I feel like you guys are in that early talking stage. Why the Fool? We got the Death card. This person just confirmed everything that I just said. This person feels like you've made a lot of changes in your life and you're starting over from scratch. You're meeting new people, trying out new experiences, you know, trying out new places to hang out on your days off from work. It's like you're wanting something fresh for yourself. Ace of Cups right underneath that. Aries, ooh, and the Ace of Pentacles. Aries, it feels like you've got someone showing up here who would really like to be a part of this next chapter you've got going on. You're making it look really exciting. You're making it look like you've got everything all figured out. And if you don't have it figured out, you're good at faking it. This person really wants to build with you. This person really likes you, whoever they are. I love this combo because Ace of Pentacles is my favorite because it talks about real chance for stability and growth and trust. It's the stepping stone to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the highest level. And the Ace of Cups is telling me that someone genuinely cares about you. You activated their heart. They've got a crush. They are falling for you, some of you. So let's take a look at your feelings. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You feel like this person is going a little slow and, you know, steady. Slow compared to what you're used to being a fire sign. But this person looks like they're adapting to what they've noticed about you and trying to, like, you know, not like be pushy. I feel like this person would like to go a little bit faster. If you were open to that is pretty much what they were telling me. They're trying to respect your process. Why the Knight of Pentacles for how Aries feels towards this person for the week ahead? The Four of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus energy, Virgo. And then I see the Tower on the bottom, Scorpio energy. A lot of earth coming in. A lot of earth. Aries, you're preparing for something. I wonder if you're spending August with some sort of main goal in mind and launching it in Virgo season. Like everything that you've done, every decision that you've made is all like riding on Virgo season, I feel. Like you made a big decision because you want your life to be different. And you're feeling like this person is holding on to this connection because they see the value while also kind of coming in a little nervous in regards to you because they don't know what you're going to do next. They don't know if you're just passing through and not staying too long, or if you would also want to like create with this person. Yeah, this person is coming in a little bit cautious because they're already developing feelings, whereas your feelings aren't showing up as, you know, as romantic towards them just yet because you got other things on your mind. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Swords as how they view you. I feel like you just hit the reset button on a lot of things in your life, Aries. Why the Four of Swords? Five of Pentacles. They're viewing you as healing from something you had to abandon. You had to leave behind. It was not offering any growth, any stability, or anything that inspired you anymore. Because remember, you left the Ten of Pentacles, which is really good. It's a pinnacle of success in whatever it was focused on. But in Aries, if you lose the creative spark, if you lose the passion for something, no matter how successful it looks on paper, if it doesn't fuel you, you lose interest. Yeah, I got the Emperor on the bottom. While I'm still clarifying this person's image of you, I got the Emperor. The Emperor is someone that knows what they're doing, even if they are surrounded by people that are intimidated by that. You got a big goal for yourself, whether it's in love, career, money. You've got a big goal for yourself, and you're someone that's okay with abandoning a lot of different things and people and experiences to achieve it. I do have the Lover's card right underneath that. It's got naked people on it, so I got to cover that part up. This person is viewing you as someone that they would like to honor a romantic relationship with. but they feel like they've got to like not be kind of pushy. So this person might back off at times. I don't feel like you want them to back off though. I feel like you like them. So let's take a look at their next actions towards you. We got the Three of Pentacles. This person really wants to create with you. They're really feeling motivated by something to do with you. Clarify that Three of Pentacles. The Empress, and we just had the Emperor. Aries. Someone's viewing you as the Emperor, regardless of your gender, and someone's actions towards you is the Empress. That cannot be any more clearer. Aries, whatever you felt like you had to abandon or walk away from in the recent past, it may have been guiding you to building with this person. Like something you crossed paths for a reason. Now, this doesn't guarantee that you and this person will be together, but it's a really good starting point when you see these two come up together. So there's something changing for you. Something wants to grow. But someone's seeing you as very protective and just following your own internal rules that you set for yourself. I am getting an Aries that has been betrayed a lot in their life, and you don't want to go through that again. I feel like it's hard for you to trust people because they can be snakes. Whether snakes in business, snakes in family, snakes in your love life, you're aware that there's people that can be snakes. So you're very careful of who you get close to. And now I'm seeing that Queen of Wands, which is one of your court cards. You've got this charismatic way about you, Aries, that attracts a lot of attention. You don't really need to do anything aside from being yourself. You naturally attract attention, but you're being more picky about whose attention you reciprocate. Yeah, I feel like I'm reading for an Aries that just started over in some way. You're like, forget it. I did everything I could with that situation. They don't need me anymore. I'm done. I keep on getting maybe a job that you left. You left a job that was kind of toxic, made a lot of money, but it was toxic, so you started over. Or that could be a relationship. I don't know. So anything else for Aries before I pull the hidden messages? Clarify the overall energy, please, for Aries. The Knight of Swords and the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles. Aries, it feels like for the week ahead, there could still be a strong mystery surrounding you and another person. But I am seeing effort being made on both sides to see this go to the next week. At least someone's thinking 1 week at a time. All right. That's kind of an Aries energy too with the Fool. You take it 1 week at a time. You're not focusing so much on the next 20 years. You're focusing on how you feel about something now. Okay. You are in control of your destiny right now. But I do feel like you and another person are coming in very headstrong and very motivated, very self-motivated. Still some hidden feelings not being expressed, but as long as there's effort and actions, you're going somewhere. I just feel like you both might keep your feelings to yourself a little bit. Is what I'm strongly getting. So, and then I see the World card indicating, Aries, you've reached a new milestone in your life. Congratulations. This feels good. Don't let the Tower scare you or the Eight of Cups scare you, Aries. This is something that you felt like you needed to do. And you did it. And look at how someone feels about you because of what you did. Someone feels like you've got this weight lifted off of your shoulders. That's not the energy of someone who's in like stress and anxiety or a fight or flight. And if you're still in the middle, Aries, of deciding on whether you want to walk away from something that you put a lot of years building into because it doesn't fulfill you, let the other Aries who already did take the leap of faith show you how happy they are now that they followed their heart, followed their passion, followed what their inner spirit told them to do. Now, don't be copying other people if that's not what you're wanting. It's got to be your choice. But I'm feeling like I'm tapping into an Aries that is really proud of the changes that they've made in their life. Anything else? Page of Swords. So I feel like Aries, around this time frame, you and another person are going to continue to get to know each other until you feel like you have formed an opinion about the relationship that will allow you guys to see if this is something that could go long term. But I got the Lovers card, I got the Emperor, I got the Empress. That's a really good sign. And the opportunities are there, Aries, if you guys want to take them. The opportunities are there. All right. So let's get the hidden message for those of you who are in more complicated situations. For zodiac signs that came through, hold on. I see back together again in reverse and scam alert. Some of you, Aries, you might have someone that's trying to get back together with you, and you're looking at it as a scam. You're looking at it as a scam. Someone just wants access to either who you are, your money, your opportunities, your body, or whatever the case may be. And you're being guided to not go back together with that person if your first response to seeing their name or their text is, ugh. You know, if your body does that, ugh, when you see someone's name show up on your phone, block them. Block them. Because that's your body saying, this is not safe. This is not a safe person. This person has ill intentions. Okay? But for others, do what you got to do. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot, I got strong Aries. You're all in this reading, and I love it. I freaking love it. Scorpio is here. Sagittarius is here. Pisces is here. Capricorn, Taurus, Libra. That's the main ones that came through, but I love this reading. Wedding day. There's a wedding going down from me to we, from uncertain to official. Everything feels more defined now. Aries, did you meet someone that you're going to marry? I mean, not to sound repetitive, but we do have the Emperor, Empress, and the Lovers card here. Did you just meet someone you're going to marry? Are you engaged right now? Did you walk away from a place that you were at to start over with somebody? That's for some of you. That's for some of you. Secret affair. They thought they could hide it, but the whispers are growing louder. Affairs rarely stay hidden forever. A side note, for some of you Aries that are in third-party situations, you may be hoping that someone leaves a spouse or makes you their next spouse. That's not for everyone. Use your context clues, use your intuition, that's not for everyone, obviously, but some of you may be walking away from a whole commitment. I said that earlier with the Eight of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Walking away from a marriage, walking away from engagement because you met somebody else. Numbing out. They say they've got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. When life gets heavy, their escape route is always chemical. Some of you Aries are walking away from someone that you feel like gave up. Hold on, I got a notification. Gave up on trying to improve their life, gave up on healing, gave up on working on the relationship, just changed in a way that you tried to stick it out, but the relationship is draining you. You know? I feel like you didn't want to give up on someone because you felt like they needed you, but at the same time, what about you, Aries? Wow. Holding you back. You're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. Some of you Aries are walking away from something around this time frame because you know you put in a lot of years or months or however long into it, but you feel like you've got to dim who you are to make other people feel comfortable. And you're not doing that anymore. You're not friggin' doing that anymore. Some of you, you're turning your back on a whole family. Like maybe your family just never saw you outside of what they've known when you were younger. Any mistakes that you made 10 years ago, 20 years ago, don't really see the change that you've made and just want to keep you in a box where they don't expect you to be different. All right, so I hope that helps, Aries. Do check out your August monthly I did for you. It goes into all areas of your life. All areas of your life. Oh man, I forgot to tell Leo that. Forgot to say that to Leo in their reading. Someone passed that message on to Leo that I did their August monthly, and it goes into every topic. All right, so on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Why do I look so red? I look really red. I haven't been out in the sun. It's been raining all week. All right, what do we have for Taurus? It's probably one of my lamps. I turn on a lamp that I usually don't have on. All right, Taurus, what do we have for Taurus for the week ahead? Now remember, Taurus, these readings don't always have to pertain to romance. It could talk about a situation involving a close friend, a close family member. But yeah, take it however it resonates. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my terrific Taurians. All right, Taurus, your person's feelings towards you. We have Justice, major for Libra. Their view of you, the Moon, major for Pisces. Their next actions for the week ahead, the 3 of Swords. Someone feels like they've lost you. Someone's grieving you. Someone's really in a lot of heartbreak. And you're... How does Taurus feel? 8 of Wands. You just want growth. You want to move forward. You just want to be happy. You want to feel alive. You want to feel so much energy. What's the overall energy? The 10 of Cups, influenced by the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun. That's a beautiful combo of cards as the overall energy, Taurus. Either that's telling me that around this time frame, you're choosing a path that you feel like there's got more... Rewind. You're choosing a path that you feel has more growth potential, more chance for you to seek opportunities that really could grow into what you want them to grow into, and you feel like someone you're dealing with right now just is not offering that. Or this is saying that there is a chance that you and whoever this person is could still have access to what this is, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some honest conversations. Like, someone here needs to be very truthful to the other person. Someone feels like someone's been holding back some secrets. So let's first dive into this person's feelings for you, Taurus. We got the Justice card. The 4 of Swords almost hopped out. This person feels like you're trying to speak what's on your mind and be as honest as possible, but whatever you're saying that's making you honest here is hurting them. Why the Justice card as how they feel about Taurus? The Hermit and the 5 of Swords. This person feels like you've aggressively withdrew your energy from them after an argument, after a fallout, after something was said, possibly out of anger. Someone feels like you've aggressively withdrew your energy from them. They feel like they don't really have access to you the way that they had originally, and they're really hurting. Whether they are someone that you live with or don't, someone just feels like the connection has gone through a huge, sudden severance. They feel defeated. This person's hurting. But when I tap into your feelings for this person, you're telling me something different. You're telling me that there's... Hold on. Clarify Taurus's feelings. Because sometimes in the feelings position, it'll tell me how someone feels about the situation within themselves. And then other times it'll tell me how the person I'm reading for feels about the other person. When I first pulled that 8 of Wands card, I immediately felt that it was you, Taurus, that feels like you need to go somewhere fast. But this person is more so tapping into their feelings for how you're showing up. So it's all about you right now in this reading. Everyone's focused on you. Why the 8 of Wands? The King of Cups and the Judgment card. Taurus, I feel like you love this person. I feel like you love them a lot. And with the Judgment card being there, it does feel like you see that there could be another chance here to resurrect the relationship and give it another chance. But there's some communication that needs to happen first. You just want happiness. You just want growth. But I do feel like you can sense that this person is hurting right now, and you have strong empathy for him. You got strong empathy for them. All right, so they're viewing you as the Moon card. Sometimes the Moon card for how someone sees you could be they're seeing you being anxious about something, fearful about something. But what I'm kind of getting off of this instead is they're viewing you as being a huge mystery right now. Like I said before, you've pulled back your energy aggressively to where this person doesn't have the same access to you. Whether you block them, unfollowed them, and if you live together, you're leaving for work before they even get up for work. It's like you're out the door before they wake up. Why the Moon? The Knight of Pentacles. This person is viewing you as taking your next step very carefully. Taking your next step very carefully, not being impulsive. Moving in stealth mode with that Seven of Swords right on the bottom. Being self-focused. This person is viewing you as being very sneaky about your next plan. Not really letting them know what your thought process is or where you plan to go. Like I said, this person has no access to you. I just don't know who they are to you. Geez, Taurus. When I look at you, Taurus, you're coming in such a different way. You're coming in with this empowered energy about you. But when I look at this person, there's just defeat all over them. You left a profound impact on them. But I'm just trying to figure out what happens next. Because the overall energy looks really good. But a part of me is wondering if that sun, which is Leo energy, and we're in Leo season, means the sun is rising for you to continue your journey finding this. And that maybe the moon had to come out in regards to the connection with this person. Because you got the sun and the moon showing up in the reading today. So let's clarify this person's actions. I got the Three of Swords. Hey, J-Dub. Hi, Infinite Faith. Clarify the Three of Swords. The Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Death card, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, Taurus, someone just wants to know straight up, are we done? Are you like done with what we were building? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Because I have no idea what you're up to. Someone just wants clarity on whether or not they should even plan to have you in their Christmas, Christmas greeting cards this year. It's like someone does not know what you're doing. You're being so mysterious. Very recluse and mysterious right now is what this person is viewing. And this person, I feel like this person is like basing how they feel each day based off of what you do. And I feel like, I don't know, someone's needing time to like focus on their own self right now. Let me clarify the overall energy. Because you told me over here that there is a chance for you to like, make a renewal happen. Loud motorcycle. Some of you, the loud motorcycle could mean something to you. Someone may feel like someone disturbed the relationship. It was all going quiet and peaceful, and then out of nowhere something came in really quickly and just disturbed the peace, like that motorcycle going into a quiet neighborhood and just being really loud. Doesn't bother me, but for the sake of the reading. Clarify the overall energy. The Devil and the Six of Swords. I got to cover up the nudie bits. Taurus, you're pretty much saying in order to have this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the Sun, you got to transition Six of Swords away from something that you feel like is holding that back. Some of you may have strong Leo placements. I got the Queen of Wands here. I see the Sun. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy for you. So you might have Leo in your moon placement, your rising. You might be watching your moon sign. It feels like you're feeling pulled in a different direction while also trying to grip onto the foundation with this person that you built with, because there's still an attachment there. It's like you can feel the universe is pulling at you, and you're like gripping at the relationship saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. It's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Taurus. Because Taurians like to stay where they're comfortable. You are a fixed sign, plus you're an earth sign. Not that you needed to be told that. Once an earth sign and fixed sign builds a foundation, they kind of hold on to it even if what they built is starting to crack a little bit. Because it's familiar, it's safe, it's what you know. Tell me more about how Taurus feels about this person. Who is this person to you, Taurus? Why do I feel like it's a family member? Like a toxic family member that you're sick of fighting with because they never seem to understand where you're coming from. They are always playing the victim. 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands and the Tower. So Taurus, I feel like something is trying to pull you to a more peaceful path. But there's a part of you that is still looking at the situation thinking it wasn't always bad, or it doesn't always have to be this way. It's like, whatever the thing is, let the tower fall, because letting the tower fall is going to give you a chance to rebuild brick by brick, and just pay more attention to how the foundation is created so that there's no room for error. Because there's a lot of noise between you and this person when you guys are speaking. And when you're not speaking, that's when things are quiet. And I feel like this is what you're holding on to. You want the peace while also having this person somewhere around you. All right. Anything else for Taurus before I pull the hidden message? The 7 of Wands, Leo energy, and the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Taurus, I feel like the universe is opening up doors for you to meet new people, for you to meet new friends, meet new acquaintances, meet new opportunities, for a lot of celebration, a lot of success. Okay, and with the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Cups showing up, this is Leo energy and this is Scorpio. They may be asking you to accept when the cups that you created with someone has been spilt over. Yes, there were cups filled at one point, but now they've been spilt over, and you're being guided to have some change in your life. You want to be happy. And this combo is fantastic. You can't get any better than this for what you're trying to achieve in your life, whether family life, romantic life, friendships. This is having it all. And they're showing me that it's possible for you. You got to accept that you can't make everyone happy. And just the mere thought that someone's in pain over losing you is hurting you. I get it. But you got to put yourself first if you already tried time and time again to make this relationship successful and healthy. Wow, everyone's getting like ride or die and numbing out. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. What's interesting, Taurus, it shows a person next to a motorcycle. And remember, during your reading, a fast motorcycle zipped through my neighborhood while it was quiet. That could be a sign that you might have a brand new person enter your life very quickly the moment your life feels nice and quiet without any noise around you. Or, no, I feel like that was the message. And then I see numbing out. They say they've got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. When life gets heavy, their escape route is always chemical. Taurus, I'm tapping into someone in your life who may tend to fall into depression a lot. Now, I'm not a doctor, never take medical diagnosis from a reader. Falls into depression a lot, victim mentality a lot. Because we saw the Four of Cups earlier, and this is my Four of Cups card. And when they're in that energy, they project onto you their problems and make you the blame of it all. You're the reason why they're not happy. You're the reason why they're not successful. You're the reason, and you're sabotaging this, you're sabotaging that. Says some really nasty stuff to you when you're just trying to be there for people. You could be dealing with a Libra, a Scorpio, strong Scorpio in this reading, a lot of Scorpio. Pisces is here, Leo is here. It could be anybody though. Oh, and Virgo's here. Emotional safety in reverse. You don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. Taurus, I feel like you're really craving a relationship where you don't feel like you have to, you know, edit your thoughts before you verbally say it around someone in fear that they're going to take something the wrong way, misconstrued what you say, or just, it's like you don't feel safe with someone, but you also care about them at the same time. That's a really tough, hard place to be in, Taurus, when you care about someone, but you don't feel safe with them either. And then I see holding you back. You're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. Taurus, I'm strongly getting for some of you that you may have been in a situation where the more successful you became, the more another person projected onto you when they weren't getting that same success and saw you as a saboteur to their lack of success because of how successful you were, to where you may have also started to dim your life, stop celebrating your achievements, stop talking about your goals because you felt like it would just upset them. Another motorcycle. Is he coming over here? I got a lot of speed bumps around me. Different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. So Taurus, I feel like your life is changing. You've got different people coming into your life from all walks of life, and a lot of people leaving from all walks of life. It's going to bring excitement. It's also going to bring heartache. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. You know, just do the best you can. All right. So Taurus, you're heading in the direction that's going to bring you a lot of success. Just roll with it and not let anyone make you feel bad for the choices that you're making from a place of an alignment. All right. I feel like you're in alignment. All right. So I hope that helps. On to Gemini. That one felt like a deep personal reading. That felt, whoa. It was also long too. I don't time these readings, so please don't get upset if one video or one message is 5 minutes longer than the other. I don't use a timer. However long something needs to take to get the message out or how short it takes, just happens when it happens. All right. Hi, Gemini. Welcome, welcome. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini, please? Well, the Knight of Pentacles just wanted to hop out, Gemini. You got something around you that's building, but it may feel like it's moving slowly, but it's got a chance for longevity. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Remember, Gemini, this reading could talk about romance. It could talk about a family situation. It could talk about a friendship. Whatever comes through. 2 more shuffles. 1, Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, Gemini, your person's feelings for you. We have the King of Swords. That's one of your court cards. Their view of you. The Three of Cups. Their behavior and actions this week. The Queen of Wands. Your feelings towards this person. The Lovers card. Hold on. It's got naked bodies on it. The Lovers card. And the overall energy. The Three of Wands. This looks good, Gemini. You got a spicy reading. You've been getting some doozies lately, but it's nice to see some fun for you. What has gotten into you, Gemini? This looks, you're like in a really good mood this week. And someone's taking advantage of it. Someone's actions towards you this week is the Queen of Wands. And you're over here with this Lover's energy being seen as the Three of Cups. Someone's taking full advantage of you being a little bit spicy this week. I'm going to try and keep it PG 18. I don't know. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings. We got the King of Swords. Now, it started off a little bit serious with someone feeling the King of Swords for you, but then it just started to like, serious went out the window. Why the King of Swords for how someone feels about Gemini this week? The Nine of Pentacles. This person just feels like this week you're feeling yourself. You're feeling good. You're feeling confident. You're feeling radiant. You're feeling like you've established something really good for yourself. Just looking at the mirror and being like, dang, I did all this on my own. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Anyone would be lucky to have me. But this person also feels like you're very sharp-minded, very intelligent, and you sometimes do things from a place of strategy rather than just feeling your way through a situation. So if you're coming in more flirtatious with this person, more confident with this person, they may feel like it's a part of a strategy for some other gain that you're wanting to achieve. But you're still enjoying yourself. I got the Judgment card on the bottom. Yeah, Gemini, someone's feeling like there's something different about you around this time frame, and whatever this difference is, they like it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, PH or P Hampkin. Thank you so much. Whoever this is, this person is really liking what they're seeing in you this week. They're really liking it. They see you happy. They're seeing you just feeling good about yourself. It's making them feel good too, and they want to take advantage of it. Some of you Geminis may have taken the last several months out to heal from a really hurtful betrayal or from something that just drained you mentally and physically. This could be your mental health. This could be a health situation. This could be a job situation, you know, work, money, I don't know. But something was draining you mentally for months now is what I'm kind of getting. And around this time frame, something has shifted. Something is no longer impacting you as it was before. And I feel like a huge weight is being lifted off of you this week. Like if you're not in this energy just yet, Gemini, this is possibly telling you that the week ahead, you're going to just have this weight lifted. So let's take a look at your feelings. You got the Lovers card. As I was about to break into your feelings, I got drawn to the Ten of Cups card. You might have good family support around you right now, Gemini, that's influencing your, your energy to come in like this, but I feel like it's something that you did for yourself with that self-made card. You worked on yourself. Why the Lovers card for how Gemini feels about this person this week? The Hierophant and the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, and it's got a big old kissy lipstick mark on that one. So Gemini, whoever this person is to you, you're feeling like you're gaining the clarity, the insight that's helping you understand something a little bit better, which is allowing you to let some sort of wall down a little bit and be more flirty, more playful with them. It's like you understand something a little bit better now that you've got that insight, Ace of Swords, and it's allowing you to have fun. It's allowing you to have fun. Some of you are going to feel very energetic this week. I'm getting a lot of fire showing up around you right now. We are in Leo season, so you might be benefiting off of Leo season. Leo season is all about having fun, being flirty, being childlike in energy. And I'm looking at the Six of Swords, and it's showing me you went through a mental reset. You got a lot of relief here. And now that you got mental relief, some of you are trying to get relief in other departments, if you catch my drift. So let's clarify this person's view of you, Three of Cups. They might see you as going out dating, going out with friends, or wanting to meet up with them. Clarify the Three of Cups for how they're viewing Gemini this week. It's like you're calling up people, being like, hey, let's go out. Let's go out for dinner. Let's go out for... Why the Three of Cups for how this person's viewing Gemini this week? Five of Pentacles on the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. They're viewing you as moving forward from a very lonely time of your life and wanting to drive around town, pick people up, and be romantic or be pursued romantically, okay? It's like I'm visually seeing a Gemini hopping into their freaking Tahoe and picking up a whole bunch of your friends for the night out, and romance, you know, happens late in the night. That's a very specific scene I'm getting. That's a very specific scene. I'm like picturing you driving around in your car with that chariot, picking up your friends, and then just going out for some food and things like that, and you and this person link up, and you're like, hey, it's a good week for me. But if it's not that situation, I am seeing that someone is viewing you as being more charming, being more open to exploring something with them, which probably leads me to the Queen of Wands as their actions towards you. You could be dealing with a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, someone that feels a lot of passion for you and is also a very confident person. I like that you both are coming in as mature energies. They feel that you're the King of Swords. They're coming in as the Queen of Wands. So you both are coming in as kings and queens, which shows me maturity. The Tower. Now, the Queen of Wands to the Tower, I'll let you think what you think that's talking about. I'm going to get another card on it. But the Tower comes in with surprises. The Tower comes in with oopsies. It comes in with unexpected revelations. Let's get another card on that, because I could take that many different directions right now. Clarify the Tower with the Queen of Wands for this person's actions with Gemini this week. The Four of Cups. Ooh, do you reject their advances? The High Priestess. You keep something a secret. Gemini, am I getting that you're leading this person on? You're flirting with them, going out with them, and then right when they're trying to like get closer to you, you're like, nope. It kind of feels like someone feels like you like invite them to getting close with you, being romantic with you, but then when they make their move, you're like, nope. And you keep your feelings to yourself on why the rejection. And it shocks them with that Tower. Why is Gemini doing this? Let me ask that question. Why is Gemini doing that? Why is Gemini doing that? Does Gemini see something, witness something, hear something that upsets them? Why is Gemini doing that? I was not expecting that. That's a plot twist. Why does Gemini do that? The Emperor. Aries energy. Five of Cups. I'm getting a side message that someone here may be dealing with a married man or their boss. But if that's not the case, Gemini, Side message for for my Geminis that are married or in relationships, you may have gone through a rough patch with someone, and around this time frame you're like seeking out excitement elsewhere maybe, but then out of nowhere you change your mind and you start to feel guilt or regret and don't want to make a mistake that you can't take back. That's for some of you. Just for some of you. But for others, there's someone around you this week that is flirting with you, taking advantage of the fact that you're very, just feeling good about yourself, but you reject them. Even though you're welcoming the flirty stuff, you reject them in regards to maybe having a private dinner together or something like that. It's like, yeah, we can go out as a group, but I'm not going to be alone with you. Something like that. Wow. Anything else for Gemini? I see you got some good things heading your way, Gemini, but you're being very open in regards to how your life unfolds. You're not boxing yourself into anything just yet. It just feels like something midweek happens that throws you off a little bit with somebody. Like it starts off really good and someone's wanting to take advantage of the fact that you're in a flirting mood, but then maybe later in the week, some other news comes to you after you got clarity on something else. Other news comes to you that makes you feel like, no, I'm not going to proceed with this. Why the Three of Wands? The Strength card. You showcase a lot of restraint. Gemini, there's someone that's pursuing you passionately this week and you're flirting, you're enjoying the flirty advances, but when it comes to like taking it any further, your willpower says, no, I gotta say no, I gotta decline. No matter how attracted you are to this person, you reject their advances because you're thinking about the long term. That was a plot twist. That's not going to be for all of you, okay? That's not going to be for all of you because you got someone that's really pursuing you this week and they're feeling like you're giving them the green light, and then when they make their move, it's like, nope. But you are feeling them. You got the Lover's card as your feelings. You are feeling them. But at least for this week, something tells you to hold back for right now. At least for right now. Let's get the hidden messages. For zodiac signs that came through, I got Aries, I got Leo, strong Leo. I got Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer. It could be any zodiac sign though. Sober life with no distractions or substances to blur the view. What's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. Someone may be recovering from, substance abuse, and now that someone is on that path of sobriety, is trying to make better choices and maybe getting in contact with someone who was a part of their life when they weren't making the best choices and is trying to not pull into that again. It's like, imagine, you've been heavy into drinking and you always had that drinking buddy, and then you kick it, and then 6 months later, that drinking buddy reaches out and is like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to meet up? And you're like, okay. And then you get to hanging out with them, and then they offer you a drink, and you're like, nope, no, thank you. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that, but I am getting someone here is really trying their best to showcase willpower and restraint in regards to making choices that may undo a lot of work that one has done on their life, having more peace. Like someone feels like they're finally getting peace in their life after a very stressful transition and is trying to stay strong. Envy vibes. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. Some of you Geminis may be holding back from someone because you may feel like their support is fake. You may feel like they're just trying to sabotage the choices that you're making for yourself. Whether you're trying to lose weight and you're doing really good and they're trying to talk you into, eating junk, or you've been really focused on, just bettering your life, and someone is maybe an influence to you when it comes to wanting to pull you back into the old life. This is a very specific reading. Live and learn. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently. Yeah, Gemini, I feel like for you, you're like, I've made mistakes, but as long as I learn from it and don't repeat them, I know I am growing, I know I'm improving, and I'm going to keep that path going. So you're trying to avoid doing something that you feel like old you would have done. Whether old you would have pursued a married person, whether old you would have went out partying, whether old you would have, dabbled into gossip. It's like there's something that you're saying, no, that's not me anymore. I'm learning from it. And then I see breaking up in reverse. Whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. Gemini, I feel like you've got a lot of passion with someone and you've gone through a lot of deep healing, but you're looking at a connection as not offering you growth. Maybe very passionate, you guys have a strong chemistry, but you don't see any growth attached to it. So you might be rejecting someone who you do have strong feelings for, but because you don't see it going anywhere. And your willpower is saying, don't give in to this because it's not coming in with a marriage attached to it. It's not coming in with growth, something like that. Maybe it's a third party. You're rejecting someone that you gave into before, but now you don't want to be a part of a third party anymore. All right? Take it however it resonates, but that one was for somebody. All right? So I hope that helps, Gemini. Don't force the message, okay, if it's not yours. On to my Cancerians. Wow, that started off nice and spicy and passionate, but then it looks like Gemini is like, all right, you know what? I can enjoy this feeling without having to do things that undo my hard work. Oop. Well, I got what I wanted. My chalk to break a little bit because I don't like long chalk. I like shorter chalk. And that's what I call manifestation. Hi, Cancer. Can't get comfortable. I swear I say this every time. Maybe I should get like a big couch to sit on instead of this chair. Hi, everybody. Welcome. All right, what do we have for Cancer this week? What do we have for Cancer? For the next 7 days, what do we have for Cancer? Two more shuffles for Cancer. 1 and 2. Let's rock this deck for my adorable Krabby Patties. All right, Cancer, your person's feelings. We have the 3 of Swords. Oof. Someone's hurting over you. Someone feels like this could be the end and they're scared. What is this person's view of Cancer? The Knight of Swords. Their next actions towards Cancer this week. The Page of Pentacles. Someone wants to offer something in the hopes that it will change the direction that this connection is heading right now. Someone's really hoping, extending an olive branch might help, or a peace offer, something. What is Cancer's feelings for this person? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, you have a lot of respect for them. What's the overall energy? The 3 of Pentacles, influenced by the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Cups and the Sun. Well, someone's definitely looking at you as very unfiltered around this time frame, Cancer. Like you say whatever's on your mind. Even if after that you're like, why did I say that? And some of the things that you may be saying may be piercing their heart around this time frame because you're not holding back. So let's take a look. Right now they're feeling hurt. They're feeling heartbroken. For some of you, you may have chosen another person over them, or they're fearing that you chose another over them. Clarify the 3 of Swords for how this person feels about Cancer this week. The Queen of Swords, they feel like you've taken away all that lovey-dovey emotional energy that people know you for, and you've become very closed off emotionally with this person. The Magician, this person feels like you're trying to create elsewhere, that you're trying to meet new people, get your word out there to different connections, things like that, to let people know, I'm single, I'm single. It's like this person feels like you're out there wanting to let people know that there's no ring on the finger or anything like that. And right underneath that, I got the Knight of Wands. This person's making a lot of assumptions about you, Cancer, that you're just going out meeting as many people as you can just to throw it in their face, to make them jealous. But remember, just because they're feeling this doesn't mean that that's what you're actually doing. You know, when people are hurt, it's natural to grab onto, you know, anything for some sort of clarity if there's no clarity. Oh, they chose someone else. Oh, they thought I was getting fat. Oh, they thought I was annoying. It's like it's so easy to assume all that when the real truth is yet to be revealed. Okay? So yeah, Cancer, someone this week feels like you're being very closed off emotionally with them, and you might also be saying some things that hurt their feelings, but the Queen of Swords doesn't sugarcoat. The Queen of Swords says what's on their mind and just speaks from the mind. And they're viewing you as that too. Some of you guys could have strong air placements. All right, so let's clarify your feelings. Your feelings for this person is pretty good. You're not saying anything bad about them. You're telling me that they're self-made, that they really work well for themselves. They come in very soft, very nurturing, very grounded. Could be an earth sign. This is the energy of Virgo, but also Capricorn and Taurus. You just feel like this person carries themselves in a way where you know that they're going to find someone, you know, who will care about them easily. But you're not telling me how you feel about them in the relationship. So let's take a look. How does Cancer feel about this person? How does Cancer feel about this person? How does Cancer feel about this person, please, for the week ahead? The Emperor, Aries energy, and the Empress, and the Six of Cups. Cancer. Cancer. If you feel this way about someone, what are you doing? That can't be any more beautiful, and it's coming up as your feelings for this person. I don't get it. I'm like really thrown off now. No, that's not what you're giving me. Cancer. You're not dealing with someone that's already in a relationship, are you? Cancer. No, you're not saying that. Hold on. Let me get another card on that. I swear. You guys are just throwing me for a loop today. And then I open up to the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. Holy smokes. There's some competition around you guys. Did I get this for you last week? You've got some people vying for your attention, Cancer. I think I said this exact same thing last week. And if it wasn't last week's stream, it may have been your August monthly I said this. That you got a lot of people vying to butter up your crab legs. You're definitely coming in as someone desirable, but you may feel like something else is unforbidden. Clarify that again. The Knight of Swords again, and then I see the Devil, and then I see the Four of Cups. Cancer, you may feel like this person is unforbidden. You may feel like this person is unforbidden, where you may feel like in order to engage with this person, it could pull you into a third party. But they were telling me this about you earlier. Wait a minute, no, wait. Oh, okay. For some of you Cancers, this person is feeling hurt and heartbroken because you decide to cut them out, probably because they're dealing with someone else and you want someone who's single. And that could be why you came in with the Nine of Pentacles as your feelings, because the Nine of Pentacles is a single person. The Emperor and the Empress and the Six of Cups, that's married with children. All right, that might be just a side note. That kind of feels similar to what I had for like, no, I'm thinking of a different reading. All right, let me put that back. Let me put that back. All right. Someone here is trying to utilize a lot of self-control right now in their love life. Jeez. All right. Well, let's get back to the clarifying. I'll get back to that eventually. Let's clarify how they're viewing you, Cancer. The Knight of Swords. Jeez. This is not the type of Cancer reading I usually get. This is usually reserved for my... I was about to say Scorpios, and the King of Cups came up. Cancer, this person is viewing you as being very emotionally intelligent, really good at controlling your emotions, aside from being able to control your words. It's like this person feels like when it comes to your emotions, you're good at controlling those feelings, you're good at controlling your emotions, but when it comes to your mind, you say what's on your mind, even if it's something you should keep to yourself. It's like they're saying, yeah, Cancer's good at controlling their feelings or emotions, but they don't know how to control their mouth. Like they're saying that you say something hurtful at times. Like you're very sweet, you're very emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, but you speak too soon on things without thinking it through. They're feeling like you're a little bit too unfiltered. At times, anyways. So their next actions towards you is the Page of Pentacles. So this person is trying to like offer some sort of not like that's not like my relationship card, but it's like an olive branch. Like, hey, can I offer something just to know that this is still being worked on? Clarify the Page of Pentacles for this person's next actions with Cancer. The World card. And the Tower. Now, the World card has a naked lady on it, so I got to cover it. Some of you Cancers, someone is trying to throw a bone before the Tower, like, destroys the relationship. Like, someone's trying to throw a bone to it to avoid a cycle completing itself. But if a Tower wants to come out, a Tower is going to come out. So let's clarify the overall energy. Why the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles? Some of you Cancers may have put up a wall in regards to this person, and you're more invested in the community that you already have, like your friends, your family, things like that, and you're trying to block someone from getting close to you. Or that's flipped and someone's trying to block you. Clarify the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. Oh, man. Someone's seeking some karma here. Someone's seeking some karma here. Someone's really wanting to find out the truth or speak the truth or get to the bottom of the truth. Someone's really wanting, you know, things to change. Man, seeing that really threw me off, Cancer. What are you doing? Someone's being very protective over their family, children, things like that. It's like someone's thinking, is this person good for my family that I already created? Would this person bring drama to my family? Can you give me more on how Cancer feels about whoever this person is, please? And then I'll get their feelings again. The Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Broken trust. There's broken trust here. There's broken trust here. Like someone feels like another person is all about their own self-interest. Is not really thinking about other people and what they do. Like someone's making a lot of decisions without thinking about other people, being very like me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. Tell me more about how this person feels about Cancer. I'm seeing a lot of boundaries being put up. Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups. Cancer, this person feels like you're rejecting being passionate with them and choosing to throw your energy elsewhere, and they're not happy about it. They're really upset about it. But they also feel like you're trying to be tit for tat. Like you're trying to get back at them for something. I don't know. This is a weird reading, Cancer. This is crazy. I don't know if I'm explaining this reading right. This feels like it's got third-party energy all over it, and I'm trying to figure out who's who. It's like so many people here. But I don't feel like it's so many people in the sense that everyone's bumping uglies with everyone. No, it feels like there's like friends involved. There's family members involved. There's, someone talking to their neighbor about the whole situation involved. It's like there's a lot of different people and their opinions in this reading. And it's like overwhelming me right now because I'm trying to keep it organized on the main duo in the situation, but the reading got hijacked by a lot of other different opinions here. So I would just pull back if I were you and just let something ride out. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles shows up when there needs to be ownership, there needs to be stability, there needs to be, people knowing their place. People knowing their place and respecting other people's position in order for this to be, successful for many people. Yeah. That's what I'm getting off of this, Cancer. Everyone involved, whether it's you and one person, you and a bunch of others, needs to own your own position here and then not cross other people's paths. Feels like, Cancer, I'm tapping into you and a romantic interest of yours and also other people's friends giving opinions. That's what it kind of feels like. So you might be a part of like a mutual friendship thing. Some of you guys work together with that Three of Pentacles. Dating at the workplace. I don't recommend dating at the workplace. But definitely do what you got to do. Definitely don't recommend it though. Because that's where things get a little bit, Clarify that Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Clarify that Nine of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords and the Ten of Wands, and then I see the Knight of Cups. So Cancer, I do feel like there is still going to be a bit of struggle for the week ahead, but I do see you overcoming that and your romantic life starting to improve the further you get out of this energy that you're in. Okay, the further you get out from this energy that you're in. Something needs to stop. Something needs to stop full circle because it's aggravating a lot of different people here. So you could be dealing with a fellow water sign. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. I've got a lot of Sagittarius here. I have a lot of Virgo, Taurus, Libra. Those are the main ones that came through. So let's get your general message. That could be why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Something is needing to change. The whole situation has gotten out of control, out of hand. Everyone's mad. Everyone's doing this. Everyone's upset. Everyone's lost trust. It's like a whole big thing there. All right. Hidden messages for Cancer. Scam alert. It's not always just about money, clout, access, reputation. There are many ways to get played. And then I see blocked. It's things to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase ghosts. But I saw this in reverse. It feels like, Cancer, someone here in this reading is saying that they've had to block someone because they felt like their intentions was a bit scammy, was a bit off, didn't feel genuine, didn't feel authentic. Ooh, 3 8s. 3 8s. Just didn't feel authentic. Sharing space, whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. Cancer, some of you who are not a part of that reading that I just did are getting involved in relationships where you might be taking your relationship to the next level and moving in with each other, sharing more space with each other, and it feels very calm, it feels very grounded, it feels very stable. I like it. I like it. I feel like this is for the Cancers that did not resonate with that other message. The Cancers that did resonate, I feel like someone is blocking someone because of the feeling of inauthenticity affecting the relationship. Fake profile. It's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. You get this card a lot, Cancer. Someone in this reading, either you're saying it or someone's saying it about you. Someone feels like someone's been acting fake, been carrying on a facade, has been acting a bit scammy, whether being a liar to get close to people physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. Someone is not trusting how everything is unfolding, but I did get the Wheel of Karma here. Or someone feels like what they present themselves as on social media is not what's really going on behind the scenes. And if someone blocked you or you blocked someone else, Cancer, someone may be watching you or you're watching them from a fake profile account, and it's coming through. All right, so Cancer, the last message that I got for your main spread feels like you're heading in a good direction, but it does feel like there's some more obstacles that you're still needing to navigate through, but then it gets better. Then it gets better depending on the choices that are made moving forward. Making choices that align with yourself, that, you know, just feel like it's coming from a good place is going to work out for you. But it feels like your love life is kind of messy based off of that spread. There's too many cooks in the kitchen and the pot's getting burned. All right. Hope that helps. On to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. What up, buttercups? Let's take a look at you for the week ahead. All right, what do we have for Virgo? I just posted your August monthly yesterday, so your read might not be too different from yesterday, but we'll see. What do we have for Virgo, please? Make sure my sign is there. What do we have for Virgo? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, Virgo, the person on your mind, whether it's a family member, a lover, a friend, what's their feelings? We have the Page of Pentacles, their view of you, the King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries, their actions towards you, the 2 of Pentacles, your feelings for this person, the 10 of Swords, and the overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Influencing that is the World card and the King of Swords and the Moon. Someone's viewing you as being very attractive. You carry yourself with a lot of purpose. You carry yourself with this way about you that shows you know where you're going. You're not lost. Some of you may be with a lot of Leo in your chart with that King of Wands for how they view you. Or you're taking advantage of being in Leo season to make choices in your life that's going to bring you a lot of clarity and joy. You got someone here that's wanting to like communicate with you, but they don't know how to adapt to the changes that you're making in your life. But when I look at your feelings for them, you're saying no. Please do not come closer. All right, let's break it down. Let's start with their feelings for you. We got the Page of Pentacles. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles for how someone feels about Virgo this week. The King of Cups. Someone adores you. Seven of Cups, but they may feel like their options are limited based off of the fact that you're coming in as the Ten of Swords as your feelings. Someone here has a lot of love for you. Could be a water sign, earth sign, doesn't have to be. But when it comes to their choices, they're confused about how to approach this. They're confused about how to approach this. I do see the Knight of Cups showing me an invitation. Someone could be inviting you out, but it looks like they're kind of going back and forth, Two of Pentacles, on whether they should even invite you out of fear that you'll say no. They're fantasizing about sending you an invitation. But Virgo, I'm kind of getting that you're mentally burnt out about something. You're exhausted mentally about how a situation has been unfolding in your life, where you may not have any spare room for a 11th sword on your back. So let's clarify why you feel this way. Why does Virgo feel the Ten of Swords, please, for the week ahead with this person that we got showing up here? The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. You appreciate their dedication. You do appreciate their dedication, but you may feel like right now you just want to choose to be single. You don't want to give to the situation right now. Yes, there's romantic attention here too on both sides. You both feel the romance. You appreciate their dedication to like still pushing forward here, but I'm getting that you kind of want to just do your own thing right now, Virgo, with that Nine of Pentacles showing up for you. And that came up for your August monthly too, Virgo. It's just like what I got for you in your August monthly is what I'm coming through with right now, where you're prioritizing yourself right now, because even though you have romantic feelings for someone, you may feel like the situation surrounding this person has caused a lot of mental stress than what it's been worth. You're just wanting to enjoy what you've built for yourself while also protecting it from being destroyed by the people that are in your life. Like you feel like you've built a lot for yourself, and the same people that you built it with may be coming in like stepping on it. Except that the Nine of Pentacles build it on their own. You might have people around you, Virgo, that likes to take the credit for what you've built for yourself. And you're over here like, yeah, you were in my life at the time I built this, but doesn't mean you built it with me or built it for me. Just because you were there, a part of my life, doesn't mean I didn't do it on my own. Like you may feel like people like to take credit from you. Take credit for your glow up. Take credit for what you've achieved. Take credit for your intellectual property. Because over here, I'm looking at this card and it shows me a Virgo like dedicated to something. At first, I thought this was you telling me that you appreciate their dedication. But the more I'm looking at it, it feels like it's you. You've dedicated your time and effort into perfecting something for your life. Whether building a home for yourself, building a business for yourself, building, you know, a healthier mindset. You built something because of your dedication. And you may feel like the people around you either are trying to undo that by stressing you out all the time, or to take credit for what you've built. But you are getting an invitation around this time frame, Virgo, that I do feel like you're kind of open to, but not in a I need this sort of way, but in a we'll see how it goes sort of way. It's like you're not putting pressure on yourself. You're getting an invitation. I just keep on getting invitation, invitation, invitation. Invitation to what? I don't know. Invitation for lunch, invitation for a chat, invitation for a group chat, invitation for a FaceTime. I don't know. I just keep on getting invitation. Let's clarify why they view you as the King of Wands. And then I see the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I am getting an invite out. Like someone is trying to pull you into some sort of like more intimate setting maybe to come talk to you. The Queen of Wands, dang. And then I see the King of Pentacles and the Fool. Virgo, you're being seen as both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Holy smokes. That's awesome. Jeez. That's good. That's good. No wonder you're being so protective over your space, your time. Look at you. I would be protective too if I showed up like that. You know, because the wrong people can really like destroy you mentally. The wrong people can just help you destroy everything you worked so hard to build for yourself. Whether it build your confidence, build your you know, just... You're doing something for yourself, Virgo, and I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. I got the Fool energy here showing me that you're starting something new. You know what? Aries got a similar message. If you got strong Aries placements, you might benefit from that reading. Okay. You're taking some sort of leap of faith, Virgo. So this person's actions towards you is the Two of Pentacles. They're going back and forth, trying to figure out how to adapt to the changes that you're making. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. The Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy, and the Page of Wands. This person likes to hide behind the Moon, likes to hide behind like incognito mode, likes to hide behind a fake profile, likes to hide behind a keyboard, likes to hide behind social media, hide behind other people. Something about them, Virgo, is leaving you feeling like you can't trust them to be there for you or to be honest with you. And remember, when I tapped into their feelings, they told me that they care about you and that they adore you. But I also got the Seven of Cups with that too. Perhaps indicating that, yeah, they care about you, but there's some things you still don't know about why they're here in the first place. That their, you know, care for you might come with conditions. Or their feelings for you is more of an illusion than reality. I mean, the King of Cups is there, so they do care. But how much do they care might be the confusing part. It's like you can have someone show up in your life and be like, oh, I care about you, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then ask you for a favor 6 weeks later. And then you find out that they do care, but they didn't care as much as they were trying to project that they cared at the time when they needed a favor from you. So some of you Virgos may feel like someone hypes up how much they care about you right before they're needing something from you. And then you do what you need to do to help them or to be there for them. And then after they take what they get, next thing you know, you're like, well, that was not what I was expecting. I thought they cared. So I helped them out. And after I helped them out, they reminded me that they don't care as much as they made it sound like it. If you are a August Virgo, I feel like this message will hit harder than my September Virgos. Doesn't mean it's not for the September Virgos, but I'm strongly getting with all that King and Queen of Wand energy here. This is going to hit home for my August Virgos. Clarify the overall energy, please. Ah, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Clarify the overall energy, please. Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. Virgo, and then the High Priestess is right underneath that. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. You've got some things going on here, all right? You've got a lot of fiery energy orbiting around you for the week ahead, okay? Fiery energy comes in very passionate. It comes in very flirty. It comes in very sexual. It just comes in really like high energy. You are the hermit, needing to look inward and ask yourself, is this safe for me? Or is this just a ruse? Is this just a ploy to get my guard down? Is this person safe for me? Or will they just take from me and then leave me just feeling like, why did I even trust that again? Because remember, Virgo, when I asked your feelings for this person, you told me 10 of Swords, which tells me that there could have been several times where they treated you like a human walking dartboard. All right, another sword for you, Virgo. Thank you for helping me. It's what I'm getting. Like you got someone that gets you to emotionally connect with them, then they need you for something, and then they take away that emotional care away once they get what they wanted from you. Because you guys are the 6th house. You rule the 6th house. You like to help people. You like to help people, Virgo, but you really need to have your own back this week. You really need to have your own back this week. Whatever's left of it. Just saying. I got the same message for you for August monthly. This is coming up repeated, Virgo. I got to pay attention to it. In fact, I think I even titled your video something about hiding. It's like there's something that you are trying to protect yourself from, but at the same time, it feels like you're still curious about getting closer to someone in order to get more truth, but you don't need to get too close to a proximity of this person to get hurt again, to get your answers. The Hermit is pretty much saying you already know the answer. You already have the truth. And that's what the High Priestess is saying right here too. Trust yourself. You don't need to get closer to the lion's den in order to figure out that they like to bite people. You don't need to do that. Your internal compass is saying they like to bite. We don't need to get closer to prove ourselves, okay? Let's just go. That's what I'm getting off of you, Virgo. It's what I'm getting off of you. You don't have to get close to the lion's den to prove to yourself that they bite. They bite. Virgo, a new side character just showed up in your reading. It's a new person, someone that you've never met before. I don't have anything more on this person except for you got someone sweet heading your way. I don't know if it's after this all is sorted out, or for some of you, it could be a child. It could be a child around you. All right, Virgo. I feel like that's all it's telling me. Let's pull the hidden messages. It just feels like you got someone around you that cares about you, but how much they care might be exaggerated depending on what you can do for them at that moment. It comes in with conditional love. And if you don't do what they need you to do, they flip on you and turn mean or cold or block you or something. For some of you, this could be a family member. Someone that comes in like saying, hey, I missed you. I missed our relationship. And then hypes up how much they've missed you. And then next thing you know, they're asking something from you. And because you're so excited that they're back in your life, you agree to whatever they're needing because you want to be caring, want to be helpful. And then after you do what you do, they take off and talk shit about you. So we'll see what comes through. Clean slate. A full reset is now in play. Past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. Virgo, you're coming in very clear that you want a clean slate for yourself. You're ready for it. You're ready to have a start over where new sheriff in town. Open relationship on the bottom. An open relationship isn't for the faint-hearted. Set clear rules, communicate, and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. Some of you Virgos may feel like there's someone in your life who's in an open relationship that is trying to pull you into their third party. And if it's not romantic, this could be saying that you may be a part of a group of people that you just feel like everyone's getting information from different sources and confusing things, and you're over here like, I'm just going to keep to myself. When I keep to myself, there's no drama. Burning bridges. It's not about closure. It's about cutting ties. Whatever connection existed, it's been torched beyond repair. Yeah, Virgo. Some of you, you're like, I ain't got no real estate on my back for any more dang swords, so please, we just talk to the hand because the... talk to the hand. Hello, 90s. Talk to the hand because the face don't understand. I feel like I'm in elementary school again. Talk to the hand because the face don't understand. Oh my God, where did that come from? All right, Virgo, enough of you. You got me acting, acting the fool right now. Ooh, wait a minute, Virgo. I put this stack of cards to the side and one flipped over. Double life. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. And your person over here came in with the Two of Pentacles as their behavior. For some of you, you're connecting with someone that is different with you and then different with other people. It's like very sweet and loving to you, but then when they're not around you, they're talking shit about you. And I also see family echoes on the bottom. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they'll repeat itself through new faces. For some of you Virgos, this is a family situation where you got a family member that comes into your life really wanting to build with you, then they take something from you, and then they're going back to other family members talking mad crap about you. Whether it's guilt for even needing your help in the first place, or wanting to make you feel like you owed them that anyway so that they don't have to be thankful or something. Virgo, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because the energy that I'm tapping into right now tells me I have a Virgo that's like, no more, no mas. Because remember, you're being seen as the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. You're not tolerating that. You're taking full control now. I love that for you, Virgo. You're not playing around. You're not dealing with this for your next solar return. Nope, no sirree, Bob. Virgo is not falling for that crap. So just keep protecting yourself, Virgo, because you got some new stuff around the corner. But right now, your energy is going through a purge. Your spirit team's trying to help you purge. You're helping yourself purge. You're purging people, places, and things that don't serve you, and the new stuff comes in after, so the old doesn't overlap with the new and start to taint the new stuff. You know, you want to put fresh water in a dirty cup. You want to clean the dirty cup first and then add the fresh water. Anyways, all right, that is my TED Talk. Have a great weekend, Virgo. I did post your new monthly. It's in my July playlist. All right, on to Libra. Hi, Libra. Welcome, welcome. Hold on for a second. I got like a bite on my lip from my bird, so I gotta keep on applying this. She's just a baby. She likes to preen my lip, and one day she went a little bit too far. All right. What do we have for Libra? I've got 9 birds, but that one is my baby. What do we have for Libra this week? What do we have for Libra for the week ahead? Whoa, hello. 3 of Cups wanted to hop out, Libra. This could be a very fun week for you. This could be a very fun week for you. I'm going to put this card to the side because it feels like it's meant to stay. So let me put that over there. Some of you could be hanging out with a water sign this week or hearing from one. Oh, another one hopped out. Three of Pentacles, or hello, Three of Pentacles, learn how to read. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you Librans, you might have people in your life that are putting more dedication, more effort towards building something with you, or specifically one person. Like, you're going to notice people being more loving towards you this week. Yeah, as I say that, I see the Empress, which is your major arcana. You may feel like people are being more sweeter with you, more affectionate, inviting you to gatherings. Libra, what do we have for Libra? Two more shuffles. One, two. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Librans. All right, so the person on your mind, what are their feelings for you? Ace of Pentacles. This is nice. Libra, you've got some really good energy showing up in this reading strongly. You've got someone showing up here who feels that you are worth a lot of effort. And they're preparing for something. That could be why that Eight of Pentacles hopped out with the Three of Cups. This person's preparing something. Whether preparing to invite you out for a date or preparing to offer something more substantial. What is this person's view of Libra? The World card. Naked lady, hold on for a second. The World card. This person is viewing you as their world. Not to sound corny, but this person is looking at you as a milestone for them. Like, being with you is a pinnacle of success for them. Where they'll feel like they've made it. This person really likes you, Libra. I don't know who they are to you yet, but what is this person's actions towards Libra? The Ace of Swords. They're getting ready to reveal something to you. How does Libra feel? Oh, shit. Ten of Swords. Overall energy is the Five of Cups. This feels like someone trying to reconcile with you, Libra. Could be a water sign, a Scorpio. Someone is viewing you as a pinnacle of success, feeling like being with you would make it feel like they made it, but you may feel like they ran out of options, ran out of tries with you. Jeez. I looked down and my table owl fell over and it's just staring at me just when I was looking at that. It was just like staring at me with its bug eye. Libra. Someone's wanting a reunion with you. Now that I see the spread, that Three of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles is someone planning a reunion with you. Planning to reconnect. Planning to get back into your DMs. Planning to text you. Planning to like offer some sort of meetup. Someone's grieving you. Someone's grieving a lost opportunity, but they're still hoping that there's still more chances left to come out of this. But you got the Ten of Swords. So let's start clarifying, because that's not really giving me high hopes for what this person is trying to offer you. So let's dig in. All right, let's start with their feelings. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Maybe someone had to lose you briefly to appreciate you. That could be what I'm getting. I know that's a cliche. You never know what you got till it's gone, but it's coming through. Why the Ace of Pentacles? The Magician. This person's trying to manifest you, Libra. This person is actively manifesting you into their life. Or manifesting you to open up your lines of communication again if you've blocked them. This is someone that's doing a lot of work behind the scenes with that Eight of Pentacles to get some sort of second go here. What's on the bottom? The Eight of Swords. They may feel limited. They may feel restricted. The Eight of Swords comes in with self-saboteur behavior. Like someone feels like they allowed their own negative thoughts to mess up something with you. They were starting to get trapped in their own head and start making assumptions that they may have done things, said things out of fear that you were doing and saying the same things behind their back. It's like, imagine someone breaks up with you only because they had this strong feeling that you're going to break up with them, and then they later find out you weren't going to break up with them, and now they're like, crap, well, I sabotaged that out of my own insecurities. Like that. It feels like that. Like someone didn't have the willpower, the strength to like get out of their head about something, Libra. Someone's really kicking themselves in the arse for not like getting out of their head when they were overthinking something. They're stressing about you, but they're trying to manifest, and you don't want to manifest while you're coming from a place of stress, because you might manifest more stress. So they're trying to ground their energy and think more positive thoughts in order to get this to work out. So let's take a look at your feelings. You got the Ten of Swords. The Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. Okay, Libra, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. Libra, Libra, Libra. You really do care for this person. In fact, you're very turned on by this person. Excuse my language, but that's what's popped up in my head. Right now, you're just feeling like you just want to sulk a little bit, just for a little bit. And then maybe you're willing to talk to them. Right now, you're just wanting to sulk a little bit. Only take that if it resonates. But with the Queen of Wands being your feelings for this person, you're very attracted to them. You feel a passionate response whenever you see them. Like you guys have really strong chemistry. Whoever this person is, Libra, you guys really have strong chemistry, and you feel like this is a soulmate contract, that you feel like there's still more lessons left, but you're just trying to you're wanting them to know that you're pissed off about whatever this Ten of Swords is. You don't want it to seem like you're just quick to accept an apology or quick to accept someone back in your life after something. You're wanting them to know that you're upset first. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Maribella. Thank you so much. You don't want someone to feel like they can hurt you and that it's easy to come back from that. You want someone to suffer a little bit. You both are grieving something, but in different ways. I was not expecting that. Holy smokes, what a plot twist. The plot twist today. First Cancer, now you. Let's clarify that World card, unless you're dealing with a Cancer. Cancer's reading took me on a ride. Clarify the World card. Clarify the World card. The Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Right now, Libra, someone's viewing you as being very protective, very guarded with your wall up because you're still upset about something. You're wanting someone to give you the truth, and the truth may be what you're getting, because the Ace of Swords is this person's next action. So let's clarify that Ace of Swords. As I'm saying that, I open up and I see the word news, and it's related to the Page of Swords. Like new information is coming towards you, Libra. New information that might help you understand whether something is best to reject or to welcome again. Clarify this Ace of Swords, please. It's a breakthrough. Someone is sharing some insight that's going to lead to a possible breakthrough. The Hangman, and then I got the Ten of Wands. The Hangman shows up when someone's getting a whole new POV. Someone's getting a whole new perspective on something, and that's when the clarity comes in, and that's when we know what we need to let go of and what to still give our time to. So it feels like this person is going to be sharing their perspective with you about everything that's going on in the hopes that you will understand and give this another try, is what I'm strongly getting. Is what I'm strongly getting. How will Libra feel about this news? Let me ask that question. Let me improvise a little bit. How will Libra feel about this truth coming out? How will Libra feel about this clarity that's coming out to them from this person? How will Libra feel? Six of Swords, you'll feel relieved. You'll feel like, the image I just got in my head seeing this card was that emoji with the little sweat drop on his head. And he's smiling. He's like, little sweat drop. That's what I felt when I pulled this card. Like something puts a smile on your face and that little sweat drop on your forehead, like you're relieved about something, is what I'm getting. You feel like calmer waters after getting another perspective. All right, so let's clarify the 2 cards that wanted to hop out during the pre-shuffle that started this all. So let's clarify it. Clarify the 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. You've got someone planning something, Libra. They're planning, they're investing, they're reevaluating their plan, they're editing it, they're removing some things, adding some things. This is someone that is really taking the time out to really navigate this situation where you both walk away feeling like you're gaining something. This person's not playing around. They have the patience of, you know, watching water boil at this point in order to overcome whatever this is. And I see the 5 of Swords, which is what the 6 of Swords is moving on from. Some sort of, like maybe someone felt like someone was bullying somebody. Someone felt betrayed. Someone felt like someone was just trying to start shit with them nonstop. Someone is feeling like someone is trying to make peace from that. But someone doesn't want to make peace until they show the other person that they're upset. And that's you, Libra. You're wanting to get the word across that you're upset. So that's why you're coming in with this 4 of Cups energy, wanting to sulk a little bit. Okay? So they know that this is not a behavior you tolerate. All right, so let's get the hidden messages. Jeez. So you got someone that won't let you go. They're fixated on repairing something. And further into your energy, you feel something for them still. Heartbreak. Sometimes the worst breakups are the ones that never got full closure. What hurts most isn't the ending, it's the fact that it ever felt so right. Some of you Librans, you may just want to let this end and not give it a second chance. Blocked in reverse. Some of you are unblocking someone this week to give them a chance to reach out to you. Oh, wait, that means that what they're telling me earlier worked. They're manifesting some way to communicate with you. Manifesting you to unblock them so they can have a chance to talk to you about something. Look what card came out. Plot twist. And I said that from the very beginning of this reading, Libra. I'm like, holy smokes, that's a plot twist. And the plot twist card came out. New info just dropped. And I said that with that Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. New info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Libra, you're about to get a whole lot of information this week. A whole lot of information. And it's going to twist your plot. Some of you might discover someone was envious of you. Envy vibes. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. Yeah, some of you are finding out someone was just jealous or envious and may have did something, said something, hurt you from a place of wounded ego. Clean slate. A full reset is now in play. Past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. Yep. So Libra, this week you're having a whole brand new clean slate. But it's going to be different for many of you Libras, whether you accept this person into your life or that clean slate is for you. All right. Anything else for Libra? I'll announce the zodiac signs in a second. Fighting. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. Loving yourself first. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. Some of you Librans, hello. Some of you Librans, you're still in this fighting energy, and that maybe the clean slate comes next week for you, depending on what season of Libra season you fall on, what decan of Libra season you are. Some of you are possibly still going to fight with this person a little bit longer, just to let them know that you're really just choosing yourself right now. You're choosing to focus on self-care, focusing on your own well-being, things like that, and ignoring them. So for zodiac signs that came through this spread, I've got Scorpio, I have Venus in Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio again, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, and Moon in Taurus. But it could be any zodiac sign. All right, so I'll be posting your August monthly tomorrow. All right, Sunday. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Libra. On to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Oh my goodness. I gotta change this seat. All right, 1 second. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? I got you guys' August monthly uploading. What do we have for Scorpio, please? What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio this week? Who are they connecting to? Remember, Scorpio, this doesn't always have to just be about romance. It could be a family member that pops through your reading, a friend. 2 more shuffles for Scorpio. 1. Jeez. Holy. All right. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Scorpionators. These 2 cards aggressively push their way out. It's the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Magician wanted to come out. So for some of you Scorpios, get ready for some big unexpected changes this week, and it's been pending for a little while. Have you ever had that strong feeling like something's about to happen, but it just wasn't happening? You're like, I feel something is about to happen. It's just, it hasn't happened yet. That's what I'm getting off of this Wheel of Fortune, Hanged Man, Magician. Like something is getting ready to enter the scene very soon, like possibly this week, and change things dramatically for you, but in a good way. It's for your highest good, and it's going to give you another perspective on why your love life or your life has been the way it's been up to this point. And the universe is pretty much saying that what you've been manifesting is getting ready to step into your life. You're getting what you're wanting. But have you really thought about what you really want? I see the 8 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. I feel like I'm reading for a Scorpio that is making a lot of sacrifices around this time frame to clean out some space for whatever the universe wants to bring into your life next. It's like, imagine this Queen of Pentacles going into their house and getting rid of some old furniture, getting rid of some clutter, and tossing it out, 8 of Cups to the 10 of Wands, because there's this strong feeling that this Queen of Pentacles is going to get a whole new living room set, a whole new bedroom set, out with the old and with the new. That's kind of what this reading is kind of suggesting, Scorpio. I like it. I like it. I'm not getting anything negative off of that. So let's put that to the side and see what comes through. All right, the person that you're connecting to this week, how do they feel about you deep down? We have the High Priestess, their view of you, the Queen of Wands. Ooh, I like that. I like that, Scorpio. Their actions with you, the Ace of Cups. I just said that. I just said that, Scorpio. You have been doing a lot of work on purging, cleaning out your space, cleaning out your energetic space of clutter, toxic relationships, toxic dynamics, your own patterns and behaviors that contribute to it as well. And you're feeling like this strong feeling of something pending, like something's getting ready to come in and you can just feel it. I just said that you were getting rid of stuff. Ace of Cups showing up in your reading today may be saying that this week you meet someone brand new and you guys hit it off. If you already have this person in your life, Scorpio, it looks like it could be something good here. How does Scorpio feel this week? The Death card. Scorpio energy. I just said all that. I feel like I have a Scorpio that's just like, all right, that's no longer needed in my life. Go. That definitely is not a part of my life anymore. Get out. You know, cutting off that person. I'm cutting off this person. I'm blocking that person. It's just like you're being very crystal clear, Scorpio, that you need change. You need change. And the Wheel of Fortune cannot be any more change for you than that. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune comes in and just turns your life around. Turns it all around. So let's start with whoever this person is and get their feelings for you. Right now, with the High Priestess as their feelings, this could be telling you that this is someone that you haven't met yet, and the feelings that you're feeling are 5D related. Like dreaming about someone that you haven't met, feeling the feeling like you're going to run into someone for the first time. Clarify that High Priestess for this person. The 6 of Swords. This is someone that you haven't met yet, Scorpio. This is someone that you haven't met yet. This is someone that you're manifesting. I feel like I'm talking to a single Scorpio. And if you're not single and there is someone around you, you're making reservations to cut that connection out is what I'm getting. It's like you're getting energetically prepared to release yourself of connections that don't honor you, that don't live up to your expectations, to your standards, and you're making space for what aligns with you. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. The Lover's card. Clarify Scorpio's energy for the week ahead. Why the Death card? You just shut a door to open up a new door. The World card. Every time I say something, I get a card that matches exactly what I said. The Emperor. Some of you, you're manifesting a spouse. The Emperor and Empress usually show up in my readings as marriage material, hubby-wifey energy. Someone very protective, someone that will be very protective over you or you to them. Yeah. Scorpio, it feels like you're either in the middle of breaking up with someone, releasing, or you already did and you've been on your healing journey up to this point and you're feeling this strong feeling that what you've been manifesting is coming in sooner rather than later. How someone's going to view you for the week ahead is the Queen of Wands. Being seen as the Queen of Wands, that's someone that's got a lot of self-esteem. And as I'm saying that, I see the Tower. You're being seen as someone that's throwing a lot of grenades at a lot of things in your life that don't serve you anymore, that you've outgrown, to give the space a chance to settle and to calm down for what wants to grow in its place. The Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Two of Cups. You're being seen this week, Scorpio, as being very self-reflective over your past, very nostalgic. You might be thinking about someone that you haven't talked to in many years. You might be nostalgic of a time in your life that you will never get back because it's in the past. But you're appreciating a lot of aspects of it while also excited about new opportunities. Like you can appreciate the past, you know, but still be focused on the present. You don't have to like look at the past as something negative. So it's like you're appreciating the good things that you've experienced while making space for new. I feel like you've got a soulmate contract entering the scene, Scorpio. And this person's got the cup ready for you. Ace of Cups. Why the Ace of Cups? As I say that, I see the Page of Cups. Your reading is being very specific with me, Scorpio. You're meeting someone new this week. And if you already know this person, what it could possibly be telling me is you met someone while you were still clearing out the old cycle. And you needed to give it space to grow without all that around you. Some would say that you met someone while still with someone else. That could be what that message is alluding to. Why the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles? The Page of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Cups, that's someone that's wanting to offer something stable, something sincere, something genuine, but coming in a little bit guarded at the same time. Maybe a little bit intimidated by how you're showing up. You're coming in as someone with a very loud presence, and I don't mean that in a negative way. You're being seen as the Queen of Wands. That's a loud presence. That's someone that gets a lot of attention just by existing. Oh man, I love this reading. If you would just zoom out and not focus on what's happening right now, you'll see why this is a fantastic reading. Clarify that Hanged Man and the Magician for Scorpio. You got some good things here. You're making it happen. Clarify that Magician and the Hanged Man. Ace of Swords. And I said that earlier. When I was talking about the Magician and the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. Like having that strong feeling like something is pending. You can feel it. It's like, oh, it's about to happen. But it's not negative. You know, it's not the same when you are feeling tremors right before an earthquake. It feels good. Scorpio, it's like, and I'm not getting that this is just focused on your love life. It feels like this might pertain to career, money opportunities, things like that, where you just feel like something is about to change in your life in a big way, and it feels like it's hitting all areas of your life. And that's usually what the Wheel of Fortune does. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't come in quietly. The Wheel of Fortune comes in as loud as possible because it changes everything around. It changes everything around. What was that? You are amazing. Your readings hit home for me and my wife. We've been listening for over a year now. Just got married July 7th. Oh, congratulations, Justin. Congratulations to you and your new wife. I'm so happy for you guys. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Happy wedding. So, Scorpio, for me to be reading that comment just when I'm talking about your changes could be saying that around this time frame you meet someone that you're going to marry. For Justin's comment to come in while I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune and how loud it is when it comes to your life, it brings in big changes and it works in your favor when it's in the upright position. It's the wheel of luck. Your luck changing. So a lot of you Scorpios, this week, you might end up meeting someone that next year you'll be in my comments saying, we got married. Thank you, Justin, for sharing that at that moment. That was awesome. Again, congratulations. So Scorpio, I like it. And I got goosebumps. All right, so let's get the hidden messages. Because Scorpio, it feels like you're making a lot of space for some new changes. Look what just came out. All right, I need a moment. That was cool. The synchronicities are synchronicity. The wedding date card just hopped out. There's a wedding going down from me to we, from uncertain to official. Everything feels so much more defined now. Scorpio, so if you're single as a Pringle watching this right now and you're feeling like something is changing in the air, that could be a sign that you've done a lot of shadow work. You've done a lot of removing a lot of dead energy from your life, a lot of clutter, a lot of connections that just bring you no fulfillment. And you're focusing on yourself, doing what's better for you, providing yourself with a comfortable life, and focusing on your confidence. And that feeling you're getting could be your future spouse walking into your life. Jeez, okay. All right, Scorpio, I heard you. I heard you. You're not playing around. You don't want anything less than. All right, so zodiac signs that came through, because I feel like that's the only card that wanted our attention out of this deck. I got strong Aries, strong Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. Pisces is here. Venus in Cancer. Pisces again. All right. That reading got me a little speechless. Hope that helps, Scorpio. On to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius, please, for the week ahead? Two more shuffles for Sagittarius. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Saggies. All right, Sagittarius, the person on your mind, what will their feelings for you be? Ooh, the Queen of Wands. That's your court card. How awesome is that, Sagittarius? Whenever we come in as our own court card or our own major arcana in someone's feelings, it lets me know that you're where you need to be, that you're doing all the right things, and with the Queen of Wands, you're looking good while doing it. Someone feels like you are very attractive, that you're very charismatic, that you just carry yourself very well. Thank you, Mermaid. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll read your comment after. Thank you so much, Mermaid. What is this person's view of Sagittarius? Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Wands as this person's feelings is pretty self-explanatory, Sagittarius, that someone is feeling a lot of heat with you, is feeling a lot of passion with you, and would really like to get something activated. This is either someone new-ish in your life that's feeling like the chemistry you guys have is really off the charts, or someone that you already know, but they're no longer wanting to wait on an opportunity and wants to seize the moment. Seize the moment and hope it doesn't, become a missed opportunity. What's this person's next actions? We got the Five of Swords, so be careful about that. Be careful about that, Sagittarius, because sometimes the Five of Swords comes in as someone that sends mixed signals to play hard to get. I'm getting playing hard to get from someone all of a sudden, because remember, they feel you're the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a very confident, passionate person. So sometimes the Queen of Wands can be very intimidating. And they're viewing you as the Ace of Wands, indicating that you've got this fire about you. So they might try to make it to where you might chase them instead of them having to chase you. But someone really wants to ignite some passion with you and go towards this. But I don't care for that Five of Swords card. How will Sagittarius feel about this person? The Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands being how you'll feel, this is telling me that you both equally feel a passionate bond between each other, and that there's a lot of in each other's DMs, a lot of texting, a lot of FaceTiming this week, making plans to meet up. It feels very mutual. It feels very engaging. I just need to investigate why this Five of Swords is here. It's one of my least favorite cards. It's one of my least favorite cards. Someone might get in their ego a little bit and start to mess with things that are already going well because they're worried that they've lost control. Because the Queen of Wands, you can't control the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is going to do what they're going to do. They're going to be very unapologetic about it. The Queen of Wands is not submissive. The Queen of Wands is going to do what they want. They want to go out for their friends. They're going to go out with their friends. Sometimes people get intimidated by that Queen of Wands and wants to control that person. What is the overall energy? The Chariot, Cancerian energy, and the Nine of Cups. Sagittarius, you guys get a lot of Cancers in your readings a lot. Either Cancer or Gemini always seems to be in your reading. But anywho's, with the overall energy this week, it does feel like someone is pursuing you really hard this week because you would be wish fulfillment. It's about to storm. I hope I don't lose my electricity. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings. Thank you, Melanie. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you again, Mermaid. Thank you, Justin. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Clarify the Queen of Wands for how this person feels about Sagittarius for the week ahead. Eight of Cups and the Strength card. This person is playing... This person is playing on some sort of past experience, and it might mess things up. Like someone is letting their past kind of control how things unfold today. They're scared, Sagittarius, that you may start to lose interest in them and pull back. So it's kind of like they're going to start to sprinkle in a little bit of unnecessary conflict into the batter to keep things exciting, to keep that fire burning, but it might do the opposite for you. Like someone feels like they have to make it a little bit exciting for you to be really engaged with them even more. Oh, I kind of want to skip ahead of myself and clarify that Five of Swords. I really do. But I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. Crosswatcher, if you're watching this, Sagittarius is into you. If you start playing games, you might get silly prizes. Let's clarify Sagittarius. Some of you, you're already experiencing this off of somebody. Let's clarify your feelings right now. You got the Eight of Cups. Or, ooh, for me to say that, maybe that's what you're considering. For right now, you got the Eight of Wands. Why does Sagittarius feel the Eight of Wands? Right now, you're into them. But if they start playing things around, you might start to get turned off. Why the Eight of Wands? Six of Wands and the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So right now, Sagittarius, you like this person. You like them. You think they're cute. You feel like they're charming. You like the attention that they're giving you. But little do you know, they're starting to add a little flavor to this connection because they have this insecurity that what happened to them in the past might happen again with you, but you're not a part of their past. So why would they compare the present with the past? You're not. It's like they're worried that you're going to lose interest and leave them hanging, and you're over here like, no, I'm engaged. You're enjoying this person. You're wanting to nurture this. Crosswatcher, don't do it. Don't do it. Sagittarius is into you right now. Let's clarify their view of you. You got the Ace of Wands. Why do they view Sagittarius as the Ace of Wands? They may be worried that you flirt with other people, that you're just coming in wanting their attention, and they're worried that you're going to like someone else. King of Wands, Leo energy, but also Sagittarius and Aries. So you've got the Queen of Wands for how they feel about you, and you got the King of Wands for how they view you. That is a very, very, it's hard to compete with that combo. And now it's downpouring. You're someone that comes in with a lot of fire around you, Sagittarius. You're very intense. You're a very intense person. You're hard to unnotice. You're hard to ignore. When you walk in a room, everyone turns their heads at you. That can be very intimidating for someone that is more reserved or doesn't feel that they get that type of attention, to where they feel like they might lose out on you to someone more confident than them. But right now you like them. I'm getting strong water energy for this person. Strong water energy. So without further ado, let's clarify this Five of Swords, because this is the only card that I saw that I didn't like. Clarify that Five of Swords, please, for this person's actions with Sagittarius this week. They're going to look back at this and be like, that was not worth it. Why did I do that? I just screwed something up. Three of Swords, I called it. I called it. And the Six of Pentacles is what they're going to start to do to throw mixed signals. Six of Pentacles is sometimes breadcrumbing. Like, look at this card. If you look at the traditional Rider-Waite card of the Six of Pentacles, you'll see this guy throwing like 4 coins to this person and ignoring this person. You know, instead you can give 2 to that person and 2 to the other to make it fair, but they're giving 4 coins to this person and leaving the other person empty-handed. This person might start to breadcrumb you around this time frame, giving you just the bare minimum to make you chase them. But what it ends up doing is costing them you. You don't play that crap. So for the cross watchers that have not done this yet and you've been thinking about it, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Sagittarius doesn't fall for that. If you breadcrumb a Sagittarius, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, as I said that, the Four of Swords, they quickly retreat, they block, they unfollow, they remove you from any trace of their life, they're done. If you do that to a fire sign, get ready to be blocked. Or anybody for that matter. Anyone with self-respect, self-love is not going to tolerate that crap. So Sagittarius, right now you like them, but they're starting to get a little intimidated by you. Right now, they're still in that back and forth, should I not? And I'm getting, please, crosswatcher, don't. Because that could create a huge stalemate. So Sagittarius, it feels like it's unknown what happens next, because this person's coming in as a Two of Pentacles right now, telling me that they haven't fully decided whether they want to follow through with any like mixed signals to throw you off a little bit. Okay. But they're scared that you might lose interest, you might get bored. But I feel like it's them talking to their insecurities in their head. Clarify the Chariot with the Nine of Cups. King of Pentacles. Someone wants to get more established with you. Someone wants to have more of a role in your life that feels rock solid than temporary. Someone just needs to lead with confidence and just trust that something's going to unfold the way it's meant to. And that would be your best route to take with that Chariot. That would be the best route. Otherwise, that Five of Swords is going to take that Chariot to a freaking detour, a dead end. A dead end. Instead of something beautiful. All right, so Ace of Cups is on the bottom. Sagittarius, you're really wanting to fall in love with someone. Let's just hope they stay, you know, focused on the relationship and not their fears. So let's get the hidden message. You could be dealing with a Leo. I don't think you're dealing with a Leo. Leo wouldn't do that, I don't think. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio. Gemini is here. Gemini is here. Libra is here. Holding you back. You're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. Yeah, some of you fire signs, you may feel like people need you to dim your fire a bit to make them feel comfortable because your fire can be intimidating. But you're born with that fire for a reason. Why change who you are to make other people around you comfortable? You're going to find the right tribe. Fighting. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. Yeah, some of you might be dealing with someone that wants you to tone it down a little bit, not be so flirty, not be so attractive, not be so liked by everybody, for them to feel comfortable in the relationship with you. But that's not who you are, Sagittarius. That's not who you are. You're going to end up hating yourself in the future if you allowed yourself to change for someone else to fit in your life. Fake profile, it's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. And lingering ex. Whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how the connection is unfolding. For some of you, someone might start to get a little intimidated by you and then pretend to be missing their ex to get you to feel like there's competition around them to enhance their value. But it turns you off. I don't feel like whoever this person is wants their ex, but might use the ex as a tool, a utility, to get you jealous of them or to make them feel like a hot commodity. That could be that mixed signal that they're going to throw. Make you think that they're into their ex when they're not. Just like if you find yourself talking to this person, all of a sudden they start bringing up their ex a million different times, it's all on purpose to get you jealous. They're not into their ex though. They want you. But I don't feel like you're going to feed into that. And it throws them off. It's like, whoa, you're not jealous that I'm talking about my ex every second? And you're like, no, okay, do whatever. So I hope that helps, Sagittarius. I'll be doing your August monthly here, I think Monday or Tuesday. I got a hair tickling me. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. On to my sea goats. Capricorn is up. It's getting so dark in here. The rain takes away my beautiful natural lighting. I don't think I have enough lamps in here if it starts getting darker. All right, oops, shit, I dropped the card. Where's my sea goats at? Hi, welcome, welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? Ooh, oh shoot. I just mixed up my cards. Why did I do that? That was stupid of me. Oh, no. I only did to one card. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yay. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn, please? You know what? I feel like I want to switch decks anyway, so let's use these ones. Something was telling me to switch those cards anyway. All right, what do we have for Capricorn this week? Next 7 days for Capricorn. 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful sea goats. All right, Capricorn, the person on your mind, what are their feelings for you? We have the Hanged Man, Major for Pisces. I just read your comment. You guys are a trip. This person's view of you this week, we have the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. Their behavior and actions, the Six of Swords. Your feelings for this person, the Star. This looks really good, Capricorn. Some of you are coming out of a stressful period, and it looks like you deserve it. What's the overall energy? The Four of Wands. I like that. Page of Cups influencing that. Some of you Cappies may have met someone brand new, or you're having like a new, fresh path open up for you in a pre-existing connection. I'm just getting like a huge sigh of relief off of you, Capricorn. Like you're really feeling like a rough patch in your life is finally going in a different direction. Some of you might still be in the eye of the storm, but you're almost out is what I'm kind of getting. So let's dive into whomever this person is. Right now, their feelings for you is the Hanged Man. Why the Hanged Man, please? Why the Hanged Man for how this person feels towards Capricorn this week? The Moon, major for Pisces. And the Death card, major for Scorpio. That's a lot of major arcana in someone's feelings. And then I see the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of water. Look at all this water. For someone's feelings for an earth sign, it's all water. Someone's deep in their feelings for you, Capricorn. Someone's deep in their feels. If this is a crush, they haven't stopped thinking about you all weekend. If this is someone that you've already been dealing with, they're in their feelings about you. Someone feels like something has changed, that a door had to shut for a door to open. Someone's aware of the other perspective here. Someone here has emotional intelligence. Whoever this person is, Capricorn, there is emotional intelligence on both sides here. I like that. You both are coming in very just able to see things from another point of view than other people. So let's clarify why your feelings is the Star card. Why the Star card for how Capricorn feels? You just feel like you're safe to begin being hopeful again. That's what I'm just strongly getting off of you, Capricorn. Like you feel that it's safe to be hopeful again about something. But you're keeping that hope quiet for right now. You're not shouting it off at the rooftops. You're keeping it internal. The Page of Swords. So Capricorn, it feels like around this time frame, you're very curious about something or someone. You got your eyes on something and you're keeping the hope private. You're not letting other people know about it. You're just keeping it to yourself. But I feel like it's because it's something refreshing for you right now that you want to like cherish because you've been going through a lot of hurtful stuff is what I'm getting. Some of you just went through some very stressful stuff in the last several weeks, maybe. Oh, yeah, look at this. 3 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the Devil. Some of you went through a huge awakening, and it was a very lonely time for you, even if you had a crowd of people around you. So this person's view of you is the 10 of Pentacles. That is one of your cards, Capricorn. So the fact that someone views you as the 10 of Pentacles tells me that you're on the right track to a lot of success. You've got a lot of things going on for you that are good. As I'm saying that, I see the 8 of Pentacles, which is another one of your cards, showing me that you never give up on yourself, that you're very dedicated towards a vision of your future that you want. Like your future self is looking at you right now thinking, thank you for doing this. Why the 10 of Pentacles for how this person views Capricorn? You may be creating a lot of wealth for yourself. The Emperor. Nice. Some of you may have just started your own business or you're becoming successful in your company. For others, if you work for another company, you've got the attention of the boss. But as it pertains to your love reading, it feels like someone's viewing you as like the blueprint, like what they want in a partner. Because the Emperor in this card even says you are already the standard. So someone's looking at you as the blueprint of what they want from their relationships. Like, they compare a lot of people to you. They compare a lot of people to you. But in a good way. It's like, why can't you be like Cappy? Why can't you be like the Capricorn I know? So their actions is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about peace. It's all about leaving behind what is not bringing you happiness. It's also talking about better days ahead. Clarify that Six of Swords. Five of Cups, letting the past go. And the Two of Swords on the bottom. Capricorn, if this person was a part of a past situation, they want that done. They don't want to rehash that. They want to have a peaceful future. But if this is someone brand new who's been crushing on you for a little bit with that Page of Cups, this could be saying that they're letting their past not interfere with what they're trying to create in the present. They were able to get another perspective on things. And that brings me back to what I said earlier about the emotional intelligence that someone has. Someone is able to understand why certain things happen and why it actually helps you achieve better things, even if you have to get a little uncomfortable to achieve it. Clarify that Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. Clarify the Page of Cups, Four of Wands for Capricorn's overall energy. The Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Ooh. Capricorn, you carried a lot of burden for some time now, and you may have felt like holding on to it anymore was inauthentic of you. Some of you released carrying the burden of other people's deception, other people's lies. You may have been protecting someone's deceptive behavior. Like protecting a family that you know is lying, or protecting a former lover that you knew was lying to everyone. It's like you decided to release that and open yourself up to a more stable community for yourself. Something like that. You got out while you could before anything else happened. And then I see the Eight of Cups. So Capricorn, I keep on repeatedly getting that you broke away from something that took away your faith, took away your spirit, took away your hope for a little bit, and allowed you to carry on with a facade in order to protect other people. And now you're no longer doing that. And by being in your authentic self, you're attracting someone here who sees a future with you. And I feel like this person's gone through the same things. You guys may be like having like a similar thing going on here. This feels new. It feels new, but you guys' story has history, but maybe from a past life. Not to get all woo-woo on you guys, but I am getting that this carries a past life soul contract. Clarify Capricorn's person's feelings for them. Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is the stepping stone to this Ten of Pentacles, which is what we were talking about earlier, Capricorn, how they're viewing you. So someone's feeling the Ace of Pentacles for you, and they're viewing you as the Ten of Pentacles. They are feeling like offering this to you will get them to where you're heading anyway. Someone wants to build a life with you. This is like the most anti-Capricorn reading I've had for you in a while. This feels like I'm reading for a water sign. The messages that have been coming through feels like I'm reading for a water sign, so you might have water placements or a water north node. It doesn't feel like an earthy reading. Even though I got the Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles in this reading, it doesn't feel like an earthy reading. It feels like I'm reading for a water sign right now, Capricorn, because this is not your typical style message that comes through. I'm talking about past lives with you. I rarely get that in Capricorn readings. You guys are just very grounded in the 3D. You're very grounded in the earth in your readings. But today, you're somewhere else. And you might be saying, yeah, I need to be somewhere else in order to have hope and faith that I'm going to get out of this shit. But Capricorn, it looks like your days ahead are looking really good. You're aligning with some really good people for the years to come based off of what I'm seeing here. And you and this person both are moving on from some really hectic stuff. Okay? It feels like you got someone that's open to new possibilities, and they're coming in with kindness in how they operate with you. They're very sensitive. You could be dealing with a water sign. That could be why I'm getting all this. I'm getting like heavy water energy. So it could be your person that's kind of overtaking the reading a little bit because the water is just covering up all that earth. It's like a rainstorm. Someone's very emotional, and it might be overwhelming for some of you, like how emotional this person can be. Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups and the Fool. So Capricorn, it feels like with that Queen of Pentacles being here, regardless of who you're dealing with, whether they have a lot of water in their chart or not, you're staying grounded. You're staying grounded. You're staying true to yourself, Queen of Pentacles. But it looks like you're getting ready to embark on a brand new opportunity for yourself with the Fool because you feel like you found your people. You feel like you found your people. I hope this reading made sense, but Capricorn, it looks freaking good. I just don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. It just feels like I'm reading for a Capricorn that's like Baddison. I've been through some shit lately. Holy smokes, but that's all done. That's all done. I got my hope and my faith back. I know things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. I'm not going to lie for other people. I'm not going to protect people who are not there to protect me. And I've met someone, you're saying. I met someone and I like them and they like me too. We could have a future together for once. That's what this reading feels like to sum it down. And then I open up to wedding day. Scorpio had something similar. So you could be connecting with a Scorpio. Yeah, Capricorn, for some of you, you're aligning with people who are going to be a part of your life for the next 10 plus years, it looks like. You did a huge reset. You detached from toxic family members, toxic friends. You just did a whole wipeout. Like I'm seeing an image of a wipeout on a freaking beach. You know, someone just wiping out and falling into all that water and then coming out just being like looking at their life in a different way. Plot twist. New info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Capricorn, your life is about to go through a plot twist, it feels like. Misunderstood. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. Envy vibes. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. Capricorn, I'm strongly getting that this is bigger than just a romance reading. This feels like for the last year or so, you've been cutting out friends that you feel like are just competing with you, family members that just envy the life that you created for yourself, or people that just want to constantly say that you're misunderstanding them when you understand perfectly well. Is what I'm strongly getting. Afraid to love. It's natural to guard your heart, but remember, every leap of faith is a chance for a beautiful landing. Some of you Capricorns, you might have restored hope and faith, but you may be still a little bit fearful of letting someone get too close too soon. Okay. Could be dealing with an Aries. I got strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I also have strong Aries and Aquarius in this reading. All right, so I hope that helps. On to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. Thanks, J-Dub. You know what? Now I kind of want to switch decks again. That's why I can't keep consistent with the list of cards in the description box, because I always like to change up the decks throughout the reading. All right, what do we have for Aquarius this week? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, Aquarius, your person's feelings towards you right now. We have the 9 of Swords, their view of you, the Page of Wands, their next actions towards you, the 7 of Swords, your feelings for this person, the Death card, And the overall energy is the Five of Pentacles, influenced by the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Oh boy. Aquarius, you've got someone fighting for you around this time frame, but it feels like the way they're going about it might lead to you expediting the ending of this connection rather than stopping the ending of this connection. It feels like there's someone in your life that you have empathy for, you have feelings for, you have care for, and you're teeter-tottering on the line of, do I give this another chance or just let it go? And because someone doesn't want to let you go, they get a little bit shady or sneaky in regards to how they try to prevent you from moving on. But what they end up doing instead is expediting you deleting this connection. They're making plans to reach out to you around this time frame, Aquarius. They really, really, really want to talk to you. They really want to talk to you. You affect this person a lot late at night. Late at night is when this person is thinking about you a lot, thinking about the regrets, thinking about what they wish that they could do differently. And while they're viewing you as the Page of Wands, you're giving off this vibe that you're already happy with your choices, that you're already happy with what you're wanting to do for yourself next. At least that's what they're seeing in you this week. Like you're making it's like this person is feeling like you're giving off the impression that you're happier than ever while they're suffering. But that could just be their insecurities talking, or it could be actually what's going on with you. You seem like a happy person in this reading. So let's dive into their feelings, Fee. We got the Nine of Swords. They're stressing about losing you. They feel like you're hiding from them, you're avoiding them, you're not really wanting to talk to them with that Hermit now getting my attention, that you've logged off. You're not on social media as much right now. You're not answering your phone as much right now. They just feel like you're denying them access to your life and they don't know what's going on with you. As I said that, the Page of Swords topped out. The Page of Swords is my lurker card. It's watching your every move card. It's not like stalking. That's the Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in the upright is tarot reading. It's my tarot reading watching card. So someone's watching you on social media right now and feeling like you're not posting anything on purpose just so that way they can't watch what you're doing. They feel like you're just like acting very, absent, like you're not there. When I look at your feelings, you've got the Death card. You're contemplating, do I end this or do I keep it going? Do I end it or do I keep it going? Do I end it or do I keep it going? Does the memories we have together make up for what we just went through together? You're still open to giving this another chance while considering ending things until someone does something else. Clarify Aquarius' feelings for this person. Why the Death card? Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So Aquarius, what I'm getting right now is that you do care about this person. You do. There is still a part of you that sees a future with them. But right now, you guys are fighting. Right now, there's an argument. Right now, there's a challenge that you're trying to overcome. I feel like if this person were to give you time to let this Five of Wands settle a little bit and let the air breathe from whatever that fight created, you will slip back into, all right, let's talk again. But instead, they start to act as the Seven of Swords, which shows that they're very self-focused. Seven of Swords acts in a way of being, Seven of Swords is like stealth mode. Hiding behind a curtain, hiding behind a keyboard, hiding behind a private account, hiding behind incognito mode, which I already confirmed right here. So I feel like this person watching you is possibly making you feel more aggravated. So let's clarify their view of you right now. We got the Page of Wands. They're viewing you as being really excited about new opportunities. Maybe even flirting with people, Page of Wands. The Five of Swords. And then I got the Nine of Pentacles. So Aquarius, how they're viewing you is the Nine of Pentacles. They're viewing you as looking very calm, cool, and collected, unbothered. And the Five of Swords is showing up as someone trying to throw mixed signals around somebody in order to switch things around. It kind of reminds me of the message that I got for Sagittarius's reading, but not the whole message. It was just one part of Sagittarius's reading that I remember, where someone was a little worried that they were about to lose someone and starts to throw in some games to change it up, and it ends up backfiring. Aquarius, someone is wondering if what their actions are was worth it, because it feels like it's moving the goalpost further away than where it originally was. Because you do look very unbothered here. You look like you don't have a care in the world, that you're just chilling, enjoying your wine, scrolling on TikTok, just chilling, not looking bothered. And it's aggravating somebody how unbothered you look. So their actions is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is spying. Seven of Swords is being sneaky. Why the Seven of Swords for how they're acting? The King of Swords, Aquarius energy. Are you dealing with a fellow Aquarian? Or a fellow air sign? This is a lot of Aquarius energy. The King of Swords to the Seven of Swords as someone's next actions, that is a very straightforward message. Someone's being very strategic. Someone's very intelligent and using their intelligence to get info, even if they're denied access to that info. But even though that's using intelligence, it's not really smart when you think of the cost it's going to have on the relationship. Yeah, it might give you the info that you're looking for, but it costs you the relationship when someone feels like their privacy was invaded. It's like, yeah, the King of Swords may get the information that they want because their intelligence got them there, but it might lose the connection, though, when someone feels like their privacy was invaded. So Aquarius, it feels like you might be showing up aggravated that someone's watching you and invading your privacy while you're needing a break from them to cool off, to collect your thoughts. Because it does show me that you are nostalgic about them. It is showing me that you are nostalgic about them, Aquarius, that you do miss them, but you just need a little space. And if they don't give you the space that you're asking for, it might push you to cutting them out even quicker. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like, to sum it up, Aquarius, you and another person had a fallout. You and another person may be not talking right now. You're looking for some space to figure out what you want moving forward. And you're not sure if you want to say goodbye to this person or not. But because they're not giving you space, because they're invading your privacy, because they're watching you too closely, you might just cut it out altogether. Like if I have a fight with someone and I'm like, all right, we're fighting nonstop. Can you just give me some space? And then we'll talk about it maybe in a week or so. And then we go our separate ways. And then I find out that they're watching me from fake profiles, texting me from burner accounts, asking everyone about what I'm up to, or knocking on my door. That's not giving me the space. So that pushes me even further to be like, you know what? You don't respect boundaries. Bye. That's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Aquarius. Or this is vice versa. But you got someone that might be texting you a lot around this time frame after you said, please give me space. Please give me space means give me space, not to text me 10 times in a row. So you might be blocking someone around this time frame. I almost called you Scorpio. You might be blocking someone this week, Aquarius, because you're not getting the space to think, and they're just blowing up your phone. I don't feel like you want to break things off with this person, but if they're not following through with one request, that's going to make you feel like they don't respect your needs or your wishes. I can see where they're coming from. They're hurt. They're hurt. They don't want to lose you. But I also see your perspective that you put out a boundary and it's not being respected. That shows that they are self-focused. Anything else for Aquarius in this person? Three of Cups, Ace of Swords. If someone could hold back and just respect someone's wishes for space, this could lead to a reunion. This could lead to a reunion. This could lead to a reunion. Right now, I just see someone double texting and waiting on a response and just feeling lonely. But if someone gives someone the space that they want, they may end up getting a call back or a text back when someone feels like their mind is cleared. But if someone is pushy about it, someone's going to be like, ah, screw this. So let's get the hidden message. So Aquarius, you're wanting to be left alone for a little bit to figure things out in regards to your future with someone. While you're trying to have space to figure it out, someone's texting you nonstop, messaging you nonstop. So you feel motivated to block them. And for some of you, this might not even happen because someone's watching this ahead of time and it's giving them a heads up to back off a little bit. Before I get the hidden messages, you could be dealing with a Gemini, a fellow air sign. I got strong air energy in this reading. Strong air. So it could definitely be a fellow air sign. I've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Emotional safety. You don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. And then I see false connection. The bond may feel karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it's appeared to be. Some of you Aquarians are trying to figure out if this connection can be emotionally safe or if it's a false connection. You're just trying to figure it out without anyone's external influence, throwing in their opinions. You want to make sure that your inner voice is saying, yes, Aquarius, this person is safe to be with, and not just hear what someone else is saying, talking over your intuition. Could you imagine you're trying to listen to your intuition, your higher self, and someone won't shut up? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, let my intuition tell me what's going on, not you, who has self-interest in mind. Different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. You guys might have very different views on things, different, you have a different background, different age, different tax bracket, different race, there's something different about the two of you that both excites you, but also creates friction is kind of what I'm getting for some of you. But Aquarius, you're being very crystal clear in this reading today that you care about someone, but you need a minute. You just need a minute. Not someone to knock on your door every minute of that minute saying, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done thinking? Are you done thinking? Hope that helps, Aquarius. On to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Where's my water fishies at? You guys rock that like button for your girl. I appreciate it. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Looks like it finally stopped raining. Got some sun coming back out again. What do we have for Pisces for the next 7 days? Two more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water fishies. All right, Pisces, your person's feelings. We have the 9 of Wands, their view of you, the 3 of Pentacles, their next actions. We have the 2 of Cups. Aw, someone wants to talk to you, Pisces. Someone wants to work together with you. But they're scared that they're the only one still standing in this relationship. Well, sitting. What's this person? Oh, rewind. What is Pisces' feelings for this person? Nine of Cups. Ooh, you both got number 9 in your feelings. What's the overall vibe of the connection? The Five of Pentacles, influenced by the King of Swords and the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, it feels like around this time frame, you and another person have a different vision of what's going on in the relationship. They do want to talk to you, though. They're being very crystal clear about that. They want to talk to you. They don't want to lose out on growing closer with you, but they're scared that they're the only ones still invested here. So let's start with this person's feelings for you. They got their guard up right now. Why the Nine of Wands for how this person feels towards Pisces? The Hermit, another number 9. And then I got the Three of Swords and I got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. That's a lot of 9s coming through for their feelings for you, Pisces. The number 9 can sometimes show up when we're nearing the end of a really long road trip. We're nearing the end of a really long lesson or something that just needed to, I don't know, it just feels like someone is worried that you guys have reached the end of the line in your relationship. And someone is feeling like you might be kind of pulling back a little bit, which is leaving them feeling like, is this over? Is this over between the two of us? But when I look at your feelings, you're not giving me the same sentiment. So let's find out. Why is Pisces feeling the Nine of Cups? It's like you guys have two different realities of what's going on with your relationship right now. One feels like it's going good. The other is like, oh my God, I'm going to lose this person. Why the Nine of Cups? The Moon, which is number 18, broken down is 2 9s. I'm getting all these 9s. And then I see the Knight of Cups, which is your court card, and the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. So Pisces, I feel like when it comes to you, you've already had your fair share of being anxious about something. Card fell on the floor. You've already had your fair share of being anxious about something. And you have since then grounded that, which is good. Which is good. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself, Pisces, where you're not as quick to react in a fearful way whenever something doesn't go the way that you want it to go. But I don't feel like your person has learned that. You care about this person, though. I feel like the repeated theme that's coming up for your reading already, Pisces, is that someone wants to talk to you. Someone wants to have a very intimate conversation about this relationship. Heavenly getting that. It cannot be any more clear. Someone's really wanting to have some sort of breakthrough here. They're viewing you as the Three of Pentacles. Let's take a look. Why the Three of Pentacles for how they're viewing Pisces? The Emperor and the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. They're viewing you as controlling your emotions a bit, but still trying to keep it all together. Like they're questioning whether you really are there for them or just because you want to like keep it together for everybody. I'm getting a side message. Hold on. What? Hold on, what? Pisces, there's a lot going on between you and this person, but it feels like you guys' wires crossed. Because what I'm repeatedly getting off of you, Pisces, is I love this person. I care about them. They're great. But then when I look at their feelings for you, they're like, Pisces hates me. I'm going to lose them. This is not great. And when I start to clarify, it's like, I'm just getting everyone's fear attached to it all of a sudden. I feel like you guys really need to have a conversation because this is all over the place. I feel like there's a lot of I do feel like someone here wants change. That is for certain. Someone here wants something to change. Someone does not want something to continue the way it's been continuing. That is coming in very clear. So let's clarify that Eight of Cups. Unless, Pisces, you're taking a different route in your love life and being more self-focused, which is making it easier for you to just take things as they are with this person and not be anxious about it. As I'm saying that, I open up to the High Priestess and the Tower. Look at that, Pisces. Just when I was saying all that, I feel like I'm tapping into a Pisces that is feeling different than what their person is feeling because you're not giving it power over fear. You're not giving fear power. You're not letting your thoughts and fears control you anymore. You're just letting whatever's meant to be will be, which is giving you a sense of power in itself. When you just go with the flow and just trust that the universe has a bigger plan and every plan aligns with your purpose, aligns with your path, it's very freeing. The High Priestess is your major arcana, Pisces. It's having the all the answers. It's the all-knowing. You know something that this person doesn't know, and that's why you're not as stressed. You know something that this person doesn't know, and that's why you're not that stressed. Whether you know that this is a part of a karmic plan, and you're just trusting the process, or you know things will get better, so you're just trusting the process. There's something you know that this person doesn't know. But if you guys have a conversation about it, you might be able to fill this person in on what you feel like is going on with your relationship. I hope that made sense. That was a whole lot of what the fudge. Clarify that Five of Pentacles. Someone's worried and comparing their relationship to everyone else, and they need to stop. Someone here needs to stop comparing themselves to other people's situations. You know, comparison is just a thief of joy for anybody. It's just someone is like, man, my life sucks, and just looking at other people who are doing better, but it doesn't always have to be that they're doing better. Sometimes it's a facade. You may think people are happy, and then you find out you're actually happier than them. And you wasted your time stressing about how happy they looked when you were actually more happier until you started to be unhappy because you're focusing on how unhappy you are compared to other people. Clarify that Five of Pentacles. The Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. Look at all those repeated fours. So Pisces, I feel like what's changing in you is the fact that you're not giving up on yourself. You're showing up even if other people cancel on you, and that's very freeing. That's a very freeing energy to be in. That is what I call self-love, self-worth, and not giving a shit if people don't show up. As long as you're there for yourself, you're never alone. The moment you realize that it's a very powerful feeling, and that's possibly why you're in the Nine of Cups. You're in that space where you're like, as long as I'm in love with myself, I'm never lonely. So if this person doesn't work out with me, I'm still good. If it works out, great. If not, I'm still happy. I'm still me. I'm still thriving. And that's why you're coming in different compared to this person who's scared to lose you. Because they're not focusing on, they're focusing on too much on you being the power of their happiness. When you're there, they're happy. When you're not there, they're unhappy. That's giving you way too much power over their happiness. They need to find self-love right now and not put so much power on someone else's absence taking away their happiness. Something like that. Something like that. Someone's putting a lot of pressure on you to be there in the relationship for them to be happy when they need to be happy on their own, regardless of the relationship working out, because you never know if this relationship's going to work out. It's up in the air. Hanged man. So Pisces, around this time frame, your connection with someone is hanging on a thread depending on a conversation. And it feels like this conversation is going to be happening one way or the other, whether they pick up the phone or you do. If you resonate with this. If you're not wanting to talk to someone, then forget that message even exists. But I'm feeling like you guys need to meet each other halfway in order for this to even work out. Someone needs to like ground their energy a little bit. They're putting too much pressure on themselves. Like, if someone wants to leave my life, fine, whatever. I'm still going to be happy. I'm not giving other people power over my happiness. If they leave, fine, I'm happy. If they stay, great, I'm happy. That's what I feel like your person needs to understand, Pisces. They need to learn that they can be happy without you and happy with you. Twin flame, I knew it. I'm not a twin flame reader, but this reading, this relationship dynamic just feels like it's very intense. It's meant to trigger growth and healing and self-love in somebody, which is what people who do twin flame readings highlight, that it's the type of connections that are meant to be intense and help you heal and grow. All right. I like to look at that as more like a karmic soulmate, but the twin flame card is here, so I read it. Make a move. Swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Waiting won't align you. Action will. All right. So Pisces, you got some big things going on here. And it feels like you're just trusting the process and showing up for yourself. There's a lot of water here. I got strong Pisces, strong Scorpio, strong Aries, Virgo. It feels like someone's putting a lot of pressure on you being in their life for their happiness. And I feel like you're being guided to stay back a little bit to give them a chance to find that happiness within themselves first. And then getting it with you would be a bonus. Or that's vice versa. All right, so that is it. I am going to go get a coffee because I am sick of this Red Bull. All right, thank you to my awesome mod squad for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who spent your Saturday with me. I appreciate you. If you're interested in booking a private reading, you'll find the link to my website in the description box below this video, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. That's 2 Ds, not one for Baddison. I also will be posting on TikTok very soon. I'll link my official TikTok page down below. What else? I'll be releasing the rest of the August monthlies throughout the week. That's it. All right, enjoy your weekend. On that note, I rock that deck. Later, Gators.